Alright. Hello and welcome back, everyone. Hello and welcome back. How are you all doing today? How are you doing? How's it going, Dalka? How's it going, Dog? How's it going, Pain? How are you doing, Monarch? How's it going, Beta Male? How are you all doing? Hello, hello. We're gonna jump right back into doing stuff for Fallout 88. We've got to get some stuff done. Where were we at on this? We had I can't remember which quest part we were on. Oh yeah, we had to go dig for radioactive material because we should do it and not the ghoul that's immune to radioactive problems. Okay, yeah, we can go do that. We can take care of it. No problems. Easy peasy. Never been here early since you don't get notifications. Yeah, and that's something I've heard is the Twitch notifications are always like a little delayed. Yeah. Well, you made it in time for the very start. I don't know where the rest of the vault dwellers are. Oh, maybe they're all sleeping. Are they all sleeping right now? Actually, yes. They're literally all right there. Perfect. Done. How you doing, mate? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well today. This vault is a gold mine of resources, by the way. Yeah, at some point I need to just go and demolish everything. We did get ourselves hooked back up to the system, right? No, we're still not hooked up to the system. Alright, we'll just make sure we do that at some point. We'll go ahead and hook ourselves up. Right now we've got people doing the scavenger job, so we should be picking up some spare resources here and there. Oh my goodness, how much mutton chop are we eating? Yeah, we ate and drank quite a bit there. But we should be picking up some more like screws and whatnot from the scavengers doing things. But yeah. I guess what we can do is we can literally just delete everything down here, can't we? Can't we just, like, yeah, we can literally just delete everything we want. Should I just be deleting everything? Or, like, no. That'd be crazy. It would make this place feel very hollow, but we could delete everything. Yes, just delete everything? It's gonna feel so barren if I delete everything. What does limestone give us? Concrete. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Oh, what the? Oh. I mean, you could delete everything and build like an underground village. True. So whatever you can. Yeah. Well, I mean, I saw limestone, and I know we're low on concrete, so I definitely need all the things that I get for that gives us concrete. We definitely need concrete and wood, some more steel. More steel. We definitely want anything that gives us concrete. Pipes got concrete. That's steel. Alright, well, I'm convinced. We get some screws out of that. Nice. Sign. Because concrete and steel are the... Oh, look, actual bags of cement. Nice. Concrete and steel are the main things that are holding us back at the our main base. So once we get this hooked up to the system, we'll have plenty to keep building. Billy the Overseer? What? No! Can't do that. Oh, hello. Oh, hello! That's not good. Oh! I was not in, I was busy in build mode. Oh no. That's right, it's a scorpion, so they can just pop up anywhere. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my good grief, just terrifying. Huh. Cryogenic operator's left leg. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Got a hammer. I mean, I'm not going to use it, but it looks cool. Whew, alright, cleared. Surprise legendary. I know, right? Jeez, hello. We're just going to use this bad boy for a little bit, since this weapon is, most definitely our go-to whenever things get rough. Death Skull's... Oh my... Because we can... Oh, jeez. Bad time to reload. Oh! Oh! It just spawned right underneath me! Whoa, my goodness. Backing off. We're gonna get off the ground. Holy moly. Jeez, you can use drugs? I should be using drugs, you're right. I should definitely be using drugs. Oh, that one's actually alive. Oh, I broke his legs. Hello. Broke that guy's legs. Death Skull. Well, it actually looks like a death skull in their face. Look at that guy. Oh, poor guy. There we go. Got him. Like shooting scorpions in a barrel. Oh my goodness, jeez. I just came over here for the glowing fungus. I didn't want any of all this. It's really interesting to see that, hey, look, there's an entire wall you can delete. You know? Surprise. You're gonna clearing the critters out of this vault? Uh-oh. Okay. Terrifying. Oh, yeah, omelets for days? Yes. So many omelets. Looks like maybe this is another spot that we're supposed to clear. Yep, another one. 20 concrete. Oh. Oh, it's a shortcut. Oh, I thought this was a dead end. It is clearly not a dead end. Right now. Give me this concrete. I need this concrete. Give me this steel. I need this steel. Oh my goodness. Girder pipes. Make a loader. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to really like clearing this stuff out. I kind of want to leave some stuff, though, at least for now. We can come through and, like, truly sweep it out later. But, yeah, getting all this concrete's huge. Alright. Oh, Zelda is in heaven, boys. This is what we're doing for the stream today? Yeah. Yeah. Time to loot everything. Anywhere underground in Vault 88, you can build. It just separated into different workshops. Are all the workshops connected by default? I'm hoping they are. Are all the workshops connected? Because I want to be able to connect this place with into the Starlight setup. You think they are? Okay, good. I hope so. Because we wanted to connect this into... Oh, yeah, I get that concrete. I want to connect this into the Starlight setup. Oh, my goodness. Knock it out. Oh. 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 Whoa. Oh. Hello. Oh, I feel like there's something behind me. Aw, his arm's broken. And his leg's broken. But yeah, I want to go and get all this concrete and steel and put it together for Starlight. Oh, his other leg broke. So this gun is so ridiculous. The kneecapper. This leg crippling thing is just literally ridiculous. But hey, you've already met the resident Deathclaw. That was fast? Yeah. The Deathclaw's not having a good day. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I saw all these bodies, so I just assumed we had already cleared out this zone. Now, so it's a fine piece, but not something I'm going to use. There's all the radiation and irradiated stuff that she wants us to bring home. Silver knife. Oh, we can bust through this wall too, it looks like. Pick up all the glowing. The glowing fungus is great. We need that for crafting. Let's get all the glowing fungus here. Okay, now we can go back into build mode. Limestone, nuclear material. Limestone and uranium. Knock this wall out. Knocking these walls out, it's actually really satisfying knocking out these walls. It's kind of hilarious. He just realized if this place is open in Fallout Frost, it would be incredible. Oh my goodness. Because Fallout Frost is like super hardcore stuff, right? Definitely would make life easier. But yeah, no, that the gun that we have, the kneecapper, is so incredibly broken. Give me all of the concrete. Give me all the concrete. All the limestone. If there's more over there for us to do, take out this pipe. Concrete. More concrete. So much concrete. Frost is a super hardcore mod for Fallout 4. If Soda wants a true challenge, you should play it next. I mean, I'm tempted. The way people have talked about it, it sounds very tempting to play. It does sound very tempting to play. Okay, that's cleared. What else we got down here? Oh yeah, we're in the subway. Can I clear stuff in the subway? I can't clear these. Okay, so I can clear some stuff in the subway. This building area is truly ridiculous. Uranium barrel. Right? Oh. Oh, the uranium barrels. Okay. Barricade. Stimulant. Battery. There's test tubes. Hey, Dink Penguin, welcome back. Want to build a big settlement? Really can go wildness? Yeah, you can go pretty nuts over here, huh? Does this settlement actually ever get attacked? Does this settlement ever get attacked? I'm curious about. Uranium barrels. Back to removing all the radioactive nonsense within our vault here. We're getting radiation from... Ah, there it is. That's it, right? No more radiation? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Cleared. It's still green over here. But... not radioactive, so there we go. Concrete. Nice. How's it going, Bamboozle? How are you doing today? How's it going, Dull Wolf? It can be attacked, but you can never find out where they attack from other than the main door. Move the entirety of Starlight underground. I mean, we could. We could move all of Starlight Drive-In down here. However, it would take a lot of work. I don't know if I want to do that. Actually, it wouldn't be that hard. Essentially, pick everything up. Just go through and just delete all the things and rebuild down here. Oh, I can't take these blocks? Ah, darn. So I'm just kind of meandering around. I don't know if I found everything yet. We should be dwarves. We could be down here. This place is huge. I don't know if I found everything. Let's go back to the main entrance here. What do we need to do for the main quest? We need to build the thing. We needed to build this bad boy. Let's jump back up here and build this thing. Actually, before we do, clear this one. And begone. Oh, hello. Jeez. Stay on, mister. Our kiting is... Oh, where'd his body go? Man. Level 78. So his body phased to the ground. Disappointing, but understandable. Blue duct tape. Brings us right to the Commonwealth. Crazy. Sneak a little bit of Nuke Cola. Dragnat magazine's no good. Take the med sitter here. Toothpaste. Airbrush. More. Wait, two guys had shot glasses on. What were they doing? Taking shots as the world was ending? I mean, it's not really a bad way to go. Oh, Molotov. Shotgun rounds. Oh, D-tipper. Okay. Graduated cylinders. Get some right away. Oh, can I clear this? Maybe. I'll take the soap. Buff out. Nothing in the magazine rack. Can I clear this out? No. No, I can't clear that out. Darn. We tried. Oh, we tried. Level up. Has to sleep too. Oh no, we can level up at any time, but we do need to save. Wait. I'm waiting. Was that chair 20 wood? Oh my goodness, you know what? I think it was, Dalka. We have to go back and double check it, but I think that chair was 20 wood. That's a huge chair. That's one huge chair. Wow. Wow. This chair is huge. Worth 20 wood. That door. That's insane. Alright. It's very girthy. Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, definitely we'll need to save in a moment here. Actually, what we'll do is I'm going to pop my head out. I want to see where this is. This pops this out too. Then we'll jump back in and we can just put down a bed and do a quick save. That chair is dense, indeed. Where are we? Even. What? Oh, it's University Point. By the lion statue. Actually, don't know where the lion statue is in relation to anything else out here. So it's like near the pharmacy, but not quite near the pharmacy. Oh my goodness, cliche! Welcome back and thank you for the resub. I really appreciate that. 9 months! Oh my goodness, it's time to party. You've got a new badge. You got a new badge. But welcome back and thanks again. I really appreciate that. How are you doing today? Love how he's jumping on cars like they won't rise up and kill him. Yeah, luckily, actually, not a lot of cars have blown up on me. I think I've only been killed by like 2 or 3 cars throughout our entire playthrough so far, which is kind of nuts to think about. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to sleep for 2 hours, not 1. My bad. Actually, let's go ahead and sleep for 7. So we can get the well-rested perk, or well-rested buff, so we can get even more experience. There we go. Well-rested. Feeling good. Oh. No, don't do that. Let's do that. Give me that. A rack. Alright. Down we go. Down we go. But yeah, so I have no idea where we get attacked, like, if we can get attacked through all of the different doors. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick turrets at each entry point here. It's not like we're low on materials to plop them down. I'm just gonna go plop them down. Zeller was lucky the most. He blindly ran through Quincy without getting hit yesterday. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's one of my superpowers. And by one of, I mean my only superpower. Specifically blind luck. Oh, 50 cal rounds. Nice. Okay. Cool. You're doing pretty good. You're at work, though, so you've got to run. Only dropped in to do a resub. Hopefully you have a good stream. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We'll see you around. Have a good day at work. Have a good day at work. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Oh, some uranium. Uranium for me. Thank you. Oh. Just listen for the radioactive noises. Clear these out here. Oh? Oh, rock slide, look at this. It's the south, to the northeast sector. Welcome to the northeast sector. Ah, this is right back to the, okay. Man, there's a lot of looping around in this place. There's a lot of looping around in this place, it's crazy. What over here? Limestone. Doesn't look like there's a wall for us to delete here. Not this time. Quartz corners. I'm gonna leave that in here. I don't like it. Oh, it's part of the mega loader. Okay, up we go. How's it going, Nova? How are you doing today? Welcome back. So I'd like to remind you, your weekly kill quota will be under review. So I'd like to remind you, your weekly kill quota will be under review on the 15th of November, 2022. So far, you have excelled and went above and beyond duty. Accept a complimentary ammo cache for all your purging needs. Amazing. Amazing. That's really good.
I'll do well. Promise.
Oh, you got this, Clem. I believe in you. I believe in you, Clem. You got this. We still need to go and explore out this way. Look down here and see if we can get cleared up down here. Because I don't think we've cleared everything yet. I haven't eaten everything yet, either. Well, I've eaten everything of the, whatever we had on hand.
Hello there.
Maybe the next one. Go from there. Hey, how's it going, Rob, man? How are you doing today? Welcome back. We'll go ahead and finish this off. It's fine. Oh, we got a lot of Morat. That's set up. Is there anything we have like a lot of other than chems? We've got a lot of chems. You know, let's do a quick cook session before we leave the game. Don't do that. Dropping my iguana scooters. Give me that back. Let's get back over here and let's do a quick cook session before we go down there. I need to get a new food item on the on hotkeys. Oh, that's right. That's we lost that progress. I gotta go and put a new one down. Crafting station. Cooking stove. That radioactive spot in this tunnel there needs to be cleared. There's clearing. Yeah, I think there's still more for us to go and clear out. Yeah. I don't think we're done yet, but we did. I think we've done everything in like the north tunnels at least. I need Marler cakes for that. We got all the Marler queen meat though. Got a bunch of mole rat chunks. We get that sorted. That's squared away. Oh yeah, look at them omelets. Good. Oh, look at the steaks. Look at the steaks. Look at those steaks. Woohoo, boy. Alright, we're gonna be eating well. Vegetables? I don't know what those are. Vegetables? I have no idea what you're talking about. Actually, while we're here, let's go ahead and get food. Food. Yeah, food, because we can just put it straight in the ground here. Let's get some razor grain going. Get some razor grain cooking. As I get more like settlers, as they slowly start popping in, let's go get that done. So let's go ahead and do a quick save. Quick save. Ba-boom. But yeah, right now they're doing scrapping, but eventually we'll want to get razor grain going, just so we can make sure we get noodles going. Alright, what was it? We had a whole bunch of mole rat meat, was it? Mirelurk. I got a bunch of scorpion steaks. So let's just, yeah, let's swap those over. Also, we got a bunch of whiskey on hand. Oh, I don't think we have enough hub flour, do we? Got enough for one. We're gonna need more hub flour to get this thing finished. Yeah. There's a wall in northeast workshop. I think you missed. Oh, really?
Manning the soda fountain.
Yes.
Take a look.
Not me. Just happy to be here.
Gold clam. Let's take a look. See if I can track it down. See if you can point me in the direction here. Is that a chem station floating? Yeah, the chem station's floating a little bit. We'll sort out all that stuff later. We'll put like actual foundations down as opposed to the uneven ground. I think we've gone through everything. You said northeast, right? Yeah, northeast workshop. Went through and dealt with all the all that. All rat scorpions and like it was this one, right? Oh, I did miss that one piece of, oh, I missed some. I had a bit of limestone actually. More limestone, more limestone. Need that concrete. But that was the one, right? Northeast sector. Was that the one there, Dole that we think we lost? Once you download mods, you're gonna get the more recipe mod. You'll love the one that gives you plus 60 carrying recipe. Oh my goodness, plus 60 carrying weight? That's amazing. Yeah, you got it? Excellent. Okay, cool. Well, hey, either way, it got us more concrete, which is what we need. That too. I need that concrete. We've got so much concrete and steel now that once we hook this place into the system, if we're gonna keep sticking over in Starlight drive-through, then we're looking good. But I mean, we could build everything here if we wanted. I guess the main thing comes down to like, because there's enough space here to move everyone down here if we wanted. The main thing I guess comes down to like ease of access of like getting to home base, right? Because we can get here from here or here. I think someone said like somewhere over here. Like to get to home. There are 2, 3 other shortcuts. Okay. Because the main thing is it's going to come down to like ease of access getting back. Because right now we can just vertebrate over there. Super easy. However, it is very far away compared to many other locations. There's another hidden wall in the back left. Facing the water purifier. Yeah, when we go to the water purifier, that's the last place we need to go and check out. I haven't gone there yet. It got turned around because I wanted us to cook up some foods. We gotta go down on here and figure that bad boy out. Gonna give you a good old captain's log here. Rob man, hang on tight. We will get there. Just need to stop running around so I can focus. Something I can dismantle. Subway portion of the vault takes you out to Milton General Hospital. Where's Milton General Hospital again? Here, okay. That's not too bad. That kind of makes sense, right? Because it kind of triangulates you right here. Meaning the vault's like just all within this region. Milton's a pretty good location to get to, though. Milton's not bad. I think that might be the side that we can go and break. Yep, it is. Oh. Oh, I see. That makes things significantly easier to get over here. Structures, concrete, stairs. I mean, technically I can just climb this, can't I? I can climb it. Oh, that's fine. We don't need to put it down yet, but we can. Whenever we wish. Don't forget to power the big yellow purifier. Oh, yeah, this thing's a huge power purifier. We should power this. I need to go find out where our power is.
This won't work without power.
Because we have 100 and something power, and I don't know where that's coming from. Why don't you see wooden stairs? I mean, we could. This DLC makes no sense to me. We're just taking over an old vault, essentially, is what it is. Which does beg the question. Why don't we just take over our old vault? Why can't Sanctuary include the old vault? Okay, that didn't work. No, I know. You know that? You mean the execution? So where's the oh, that's the wrong key. This one. Next from way up there. 100 water. Okay. But we have 192 power somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. Isn't our vault a settlement? It's true. Yeah, I don't know why that's not a settlement. Like, that should have been like the first thing they did. Anyway, we need 20 power. We can just put in a reactor here ourselves. I don't have enough crystal or enough ceramics. Jam 2 large ones here then. Nobody lives there, and the vault still works. Yeah, nobody lives in our old vaults and still works. I don't know why we can't do anything with that. No? That's probably too far. Is it MISC? No. Those connections. I don't have enough ceramics. It's a real problem. It's okay. We might be able to do it with a tiny power pole.
Hello there.
Okay, good. They're hooked up. And there we go. Water online. How's it going, Sky Kitty? How are you doing today? Good to see you. Welcome back. How have you been? Alright, so we got this online. I don't know where our main reactor is, though. I don't know where we're getting this all this ridiculous power. I have no idea where it's coming from. And the power connections all the way to the right is a special connector for the vault connection power for the main entrance. Oh, it's in the main entrance, that's right. That's right. Alright. Take a look at what this thing is. Alright, connections and switches all the way to the right. Power conduit. Vault power conduit. Snaps onto vault structures to transmit power from them. I see, okay. Okay. So yeah, it has to come all the way from the front of the base. Okay, that's fine. We can just leave these down here. These generators don't, like, that's fine. It doesn't matter. We can leave them. We can leave them. Was the elevator the only entry into the vaults? There's at least 2 others. There's minimum 3 total. Just woke up from a long nap? Nice. I hope it was a good cat nap. I guess after, if it's a long nap, it's no longer a cat nap, right? Then again, cats sleep for like 18 hours a day. So I don't know why we call them cat naps when... A cat nap should be a long nap, right? Cat nap should be a long nap. Where are you pointing me to? Oh, the reactor here. Drop off my junk. So... if I go to power switches... the thing that says it snaps to... I need ceramics. Okay. Alright. Ceramics. Where are we gonna find some... Did it say nightstand? It did. Huh. Combination wrench. We need bowls. Are there any bowls anywhere? We need a bowl. Realistically, what we need is a new faced follower to join us. We can have them go and hook up the system here. It's not ceramic. Maybe? Enamel bucket might have ceramics in it. Enamel bucket might have ceramics. Otherwise, clean coffee cup. I don't want to have to break down a clean coffee cup because I like coffee cups, but we'll go with that. Funny as also you just name there? Yeah. Today we're being clever. Alright. Power. Nope, no generators. Switches. Let's try this again. Need more ashtrays? Oh yeah, there was an ashtray in there I could nab. Does this just, like, slap on it? Maybe snapped onto vault structures to transmit power to them. Or from them. Reactor. Snap on. Connect. Become one. No? Okay. I don't know what this is supposed to snap onto, but it's a thing. The quest is build and power it. Okay, so it's saying to use that for power. I see. Did you ever reconnect the network after the last string? No. We didn't reconnect the network. We haven't done that yet. We need to do that still. I'm waiting on more people to show up. Right now we only have these 2. Let's go ahead and let's build the thing to have Clem get to work. Yeah? We have what we need. Alright. We'll get this prototype and we'll slap it right here. So powered up. 3, 6, 9, 12. 2, 3. That produces 3, 3, 6. That's fine. Alright, perfect. Or do we want the overseer awake? Ah, no, she's already awake. Perfect. Here she comes. What time of day is it? Did I mess that up? It's midnight. Sorry, everyone. We're starting this experiment at midnight. Get up. Get up, everyone. It's time to go. Although we have to set the parameters, don't we? We should also save
Some
before we...
people complain, but not me. Just happy to be here.
Oh, Clem's the best.
So strange having people about.
Ugh, people. Let's go and depower this thing, just to be sure. Let's go ahead and sleep for 8 hours. Or 7 hours is what we need. We'll do 8, it's fine. We'll go ahead and make sure that we're saved. Everything's prepped and ready. We'll go power it up. Let's go put the parameters on and get up and going.
So strange having
All of these people.
about.
It's gotta be weird, though, after like 210 years, right? Like, talking must be really tough, too. If it seems like settlers are not coming in, flick the beacon again. It's finicky. Ah, okay, we can go do that. Find jobs for unemployed. Do we have unemployed? Just to reassign your personnel. Yeah, let's still leave them on scavenging for now. How many people do you want assigned to the new job? Oh, we don't have anyone. Okay. We don't have anyone available for that job yet. So yeah, we still are waiting on new people showing up. Alright. The photopher experiment. Photo putter. Prototype. Let's figure this thing out here. How's it going, Magic Spud? How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Speaking of sleep and all that, you need to get some, sadly. It's a 1:45 here. Alright, dog. Sleep well. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. We'll see you next time. Why is Sanctuary not extended to include the Red Rocket? That also doesn't make sense. Yeah, the space between the two settlement edges is like 500 feet. Yeah, it really doesn't make sense why Red Rocket doesn't end up being absorbed into Sanctuary. And Sanctuary, like, it really should just be from Vault 111 to Red Rocket is all buildable space. I don't know why they didn't do that. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Pour myself some more water here. And I'm going to go ahead and pour myself some tea. The tea should be ready now. Before we get started, we got everything up and running here. Go. Perfect. Perfect. And then we'll get that captain's log in at some point eventually. I really need to do that. We'll read this and then we'll do the captain's log. Then we'll get it going. All right. Notes from Dr. Bruin. What we have here? The challenge I put before you is to find a way to turn a simple eye exam into something that furthers Vault Tech's ambitions. The Phoropter? The Phoropter is an excellent delivery mechanism because it's in frequent use and arcane enough that if anything slightly irregular occurs, no one would know. I expect great things from each of the teams. Subliminal messages. R&D notes. R&D has designed a series of microflash images which, when played repeatedly and in a loop, have a statistically significant positive effect on the test subject's view of the Vault Tech, and the Overseer specifically. Okay. We never quite perfected the eye drop formula that was both effective and didn't cause long-lasting eye trauma, but we're still working on that. Note, the lab had further advantages of electroshocks and physical restraints. Okay. So, your mileage may vary in the field trials. So, yeah, we can't strap people to them, so, no. Game limits. They didn't have Xbox One X's or PS5s in 2015. Oh, that's right, yeah. So they gave the game the Skyrim treatment, and bet you could build... Yeah. If they gave this game the Skyrim treatment... Yeah, if they gave us a new release, a remastered, a triple remastered version, like they did with Skyrim, then yeah, you could probably build anywhere. It's a good point. Yeah, that makes sense. Logic gameway wise, I'm glad they did it that way at least. Yeah, true, because at least you can still do that. It means you can have space for you to... you have space for me away from Preston and the gang. True, true. Okay, you can sit over there. If you want, and you can send only followers there so you don't lose track of them. Yeah, because that's a real hard thing, is losing track of them is a little annoying. But Juicy Sensations, forgot to say hi. How are you doing? I read your comment, but I didn't say hi. Hello. How's it going, Punk Chef? How are you doing today? Hello, hello. Alright. What are their other options here? Choose other parameters. Vault monitoring. Okay, what does this do? R&D. This one, Team Walrus, don't ask. This one, Team Walrus, don't ask, is very proud of Dr. Bruin. A small MRI specifically designed to fit in the, in the Phoropter. When fed enough power and imaging, can process the visual information response from stimuli. In layman's terms, it can read a test subject's mind and show an actual picture of what they're thinking about. Okay. That's the promise, at least. But the images are very grainy and indistinct. Starting from the standard Rorschach test, with hundreds of volunteers, our computers could reliably identify these images with 71% accuracy. That's not bad. It's not bad. 71%, that's better than a human guessing. It's still early days, but the promise of getting involuntary glimpses into the population's mind could be a game changer for vault management. Okay. We then developed far more useful world associations that could assist any overseer. By default, the following are programmed in: traitor, inefficiency, gossip, complaint, and kitten. That was for our test case. Hitting bugs, removing it from the lineup. Okay. Use kittens for that. Make it easy so they can see what's going on. And improved eye care. Simple synopsis of experiment Ted. Good old Ted. Here's Ted again, ruining everything Vault Tech related by making it good. His team made a better tool for optometrists everywhere. That's it, nothing else. Please, please process my request to reassign his whole team somewhere far away and cold. Alright. So what I'm seeing... That's not what I want to do. Well, let's go back in here. Alright, so what I'm seeing is... This will make them happier. I don't know what the real benefits of the vault monitoring is for us, honestly. And then we have improved eye care. I kind of want to go with the subliminal messages myself. What I'm seeing is Ted's work is objectively the best again. Oh yeah, no, Ted's work is by far just the best across the board, but Vault-Tec doesn't want that. Vault-Tec can suck it. Yeah, I mean, Vault-Tec's just like, you're helping them, but not us? What? I can't believe it. Don't be evil. I mean, I don't really see much of the benefit from these, except the subliminal messages would make them happier, right? There's a chance that... Oh, no, that's right. I forgot about this part. Maybe we might not want to do it because of the electroshocks and physical restraints. Yeah, I think we might just go with the better healthcare. High quality eye care? Yeah. Just trying out the Guardians of the Galaxy game. Oh, how's it going? Are you enjoying it? What style of game is it? I know nothing about this game. What style of game is it? Is it an adventure game? Is it an action game? Is it a shooter game? Is it an RPG? It's open world, linear, platformer? I don't know. I think we'll just go with the improved eye care. I don't know. The subliminal messages sound cool, but except, you know, the whole shocking people thing. And the vault monitoring, I don't really see much of the benefit from that in what we're doing. I think we're just going to go ahead and we'll do the improved eye care instead. Let's let Clem go and get some superior eyeballs. Alright, Clem, get on it. Talk to overseeing. Okay.
Hey there.
Looks like we have our first patient. Yes. Before we begin, Clem, how do you feel about children?
They're all right, I guess.
You ever planning on having any?
I don't know. Why are you asking?
Just idle chatter. Go on.
Hi, you here for an eye exam with this thing?
I guess.
Go ahead and get in.
Oh, he's not even the person on it. Oh, she can't even get there. Awkward. Okay, it won't let me do it because we're in a cutscene thing. Okay, I see. I was going to try and remove that, but hopefully she can manage to find her way in. Come on, AI, I believe in you. You've got this. Yeah, so we really couldn't send her anywhere. We needed her for 2 test subject things.
So, what do I do?
Just stay still.
So I just sit here.
Yeah. The machine will do the rest.
This thing's creeping me out.
All done. It says you got, minor eye infection. Some eye drops will clear it up.
Thanks.
And that's it. Nothing else.
No, Lady Overseer, exam's all done.
Whoa.
Some people complain.
Whoa.
Not me. Just happy to be here.
Jeez, she was not happy with that. Goodness, she came right at us. Alright, the subliminal messages is 5 happiness, 6 power, 2% chance of death. Monitoring is 5 happiness, 3 power, 1% chance of death. And improved eye care is 10 happiness, 3 power, no death, because Ted isn't a psychopath. Yeah. Okay, so then what you're saying... Okay, so vault monitoring was the worst option. 5 happiness for 3 power instead of 10 happiness for 3 power and 1% chance of death. So the subliminal messages was the best one, but I don't know, it just felt kind of weird to do.
So strange having people about.
You'll get used to it. Maybe. Oh, we got a new person. I guess I talk to her next.
I never had an eye exam before. It wasn't so bad, I guess. Why are you doing this stuff anyhow?
Not sure exactly. Maximize productivity to benefit society.
These experimental devices could make life better. For everyone.
Huh. No shit. So I need eye drops, huh? Right. After Clem going crazy on that damn power cycle. Are you guys some sort of sickos?
What are you talking about? Yeah. Not what you think. You're imagining things for the greater good. Deny everything.
There's nothing sinister going on. You're just imagining things.
I don't buy it, pal. Any of it. At least up in the Commonwealth, everyone's up front about trying to kill you or rip you off. Come on, Clem. Let's leave. These guys are assholes.
But I can't. The power cycle. Gotta pedal some more when I'm done here.
Run while you can, Clem.
Oh, come on, lady. Clem's like, see, the power cycle. See, smart, we kept Clem. He's not going anywhere. So did she leave? Is she not, Oh no, she's still here. Still settler.
So one of our residents
Oh,
left.
never mind.
Well, it'll be easy enough to replace her. The important thing is that our work is progressing admirably.
Don't pull the wool over her eyes. Yeah, I made the mistake on that one. That's fine. We can get more. Let her leave. Yes. I mean, she wasn't ideal for test subject material anyway. So I'll let her go. And hey, at least now she knows she needs eye drops, right? Done. Minor setback. You should care. Next job. More people will leave. Yeah, it's minor setback. No big deal. We got this. Yeah, basically, if you do 2 unethical things, she leaves. Oh, I see. I see. Now assassinate her. No one will know anything. That isn't the issue overseer. She's a loose end. That's not the issue overseer. She's a loose end. Gonna tell some people. Yes. Yes, we need to go and take her down. Nah, it's a minor step back. We're fine. Ah, we'll say you should carry. Or might say, I don't know.
These devices are making people angry. You shouldn't take it lightly.
You have a point. We will transition to retention after R&D has concluded. This last experiment is my pride and joy. Following in the footsteps of Dr. Braun and the others, I have spent my time devising my very own prototype.
Oh.
Its premise is this. We are all flawed creatures, each with our own vices. What if our Vault didn't pointlessly try to stamp out these predilections, and instead harnessed them?
Okay. Alright, okay. I'm interested. Give me details with which vices. Yeah, I'm interested. Alright. Since you did the buff out bike and the mood enhancer soda, she's leaving. Yeah, that makes sense. The buff out bike is... I think that was a good call. I like it. It kept Clem here, and that's all I care about.
What vices are you talking about?
Well, greed. The schematic is for a slot machine. I designed it to be as enticing as possible. Choose the experimental parameters, and let's see how it fares in the field.
Okay. Alright. Can do. Report to Overseer. Build and power slot machine. Visions of the future. Primary objective is to protect Clem. Oh, absolutely.
Yummy
Absolutely.
Soda.
Yeah, it's important. We gotta keep him around. Like, he's not gonna survive in the Commonwealth. We gotta keep him here, you know? He's slowly gonna turn into our mascot. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Before we go ahead and put the slot machine down. Auto-saving. And here we go.
Some people complain, but not me. Just happy to be here.
Perfect. Alright. My goodness, it's been 30 minutes since we were supposed to give a captain's log, so we're gonna have to give a captain's log. Alright, captain's log. Oh, captain's log, we actually don't have what we need to build this thing. What do we need to build this thing? Screws! We don't have any screws. Sir, I need you to make me screws. Build those screws. Get on it, you. Oh, she's on, nice. We got someone else over here doing some farming. Cool. Alright, captain's log. Stardate. 5/16/2288. We've been slowly improving the vault. Vault 88. We've cleared out all... No intruders. False alarm. We'll put ourselves on yellow alert. Where were we? Resume log. We cleared out almost all of Vault 88. There's still a lot of junk here, there, and everywhere, but all of the living creatures have been removed, dealt with, skinned, cooked, boiled, and grilled. Ready for consumption. From death claws to mole rats. We've managed to keep Clem alive and happy within the vault, but we have lost one of our other settlers. A minor setback, but one that can't be overcome with the power of marketing on the open airwaves. The main objective seems to be finishing good old Overseer Barstow's last experiment, her personal experiment, as opposed to Braun? Professor Braun? Scientist Braun's. As soon as we have that finished, I'm curious what our next objective is going to be. It might just be to continue to finish clearing out and setting up the vault. Although, it could be to move Starlight down here. We'll have to decide. I'm not sure yet. We shall see.
Yes?
Ned log. We'll see what we can do. You're doing a stellar job? Yeah, we're doing a stellar job. You're crushing it, Clem.
Is just the best.
Look at that smile on his face.
Wow.
Best. Yeah, Power Cycle's the best.
This
I'm curious how it, like,
experiment
injects you,
means
though.
a great deal to me. My own contribution.
Alright, so, okay, we're supposed to power it off of over there. That's right. Yeah, that's why we keep having that objective over there. It's fine. We'll just power it off of this little system we've got set up here. We don't need to go and bring that power conduit down here. We need the screws, though. Where are we going to get screws? Oh, we need screws. we need to pick up some screws. All stuff's just steel. Steel, wood, concrete. I need screws. We need some desk fans. Is there a desk fan in here? No. There's a fan in here. That's some concrete. It's no good. We'll build rooms and everything later. Can I take out this pillar? It's not that good. Does this give us screws? No, we still should break this down anyway. Rain? No. Gears. Alright, where can I find screws? I guess maybe I wanted this lady to be here to help us with other stuff, but I guess we can have this lady go ahead and hook us up to the network, yeah? That'll solve our problem. Lady? Literally cannot interact with her.
Seems to be growing well.
You want to stand up for me real quick so I can interact with you? Thank you. She's like busy on the ground, so I can't interact with her. Oh my goodness, can you get out of the razor grain? Thank you. Supply line. Go to Somerville. Somerville Place. Done. Alright, so now we should have... Yeah, we got 66 screws. Done. Easy peasy. Alright, slot machine. Alright. Back to the terminal. This place doesn't have a random encounter point when you show up, so it's got that going over Starlight. Oh, true, because the random encounter point is like literally right outside of Starlight. It's true. All right, indentured servitude, customer profiling, and lost revenue. What? Okay. All right, overseer, what you got here? Gambling is alluring by its very nature. Casinos throughout the country have spent millions to further refine its appeal. An in-depth analysis of the techniques involved in Commonwealth psychology today gave me the inspiration to use gambling as a positive motivational force in the vault. Okay. Interesting. The big unanswered question is, what's the best way to use the device? Options. 1. The device can manipulate probability to first entice a subject, then later drain them of all financial resources. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. This would ensure the maximum amount of revenue for the vaults. This is the indentured servitude parameter. B, the machine itself could be a standard game of chance, but the machine is capable of identifying behavior and allowing the overseer to track those with degenerate behavior, customer profiling. Or C, if there's a time for control, the probability could be adjusted to maximize the returns, i.e. gamblers will win more often than not. Undoubtedly, this would prove popular and expensive, but the lost revenue parameter would only be chosen for A/B testing. Okay. A is how casino works IRL. Manipulate the odds. I don't know. But it would make sense. A makes a lot of sense to do because we just get money out of it. But we don't really need caps. We're not at that point where we need a lot of caps. The customer profiling helps us track degenerate behavior. So I'm not too sure on that one. So... we actually, like, spin the thing, or... oh, we get a luck bonus using this. Ooh. Not super useful, but cool. Wait, oh, this gives us perception bonus, doesn't it?
Honest to goodness vault dweller. Huh.
That's great. Perception bonus is definitely something we could use. Perception is kind of low. Alright, cool. So that means that we now have a device for each type of thing. Although we can't use this one. So now we've got... what is it? Endurance, luck, and perception. And then we have strength and agility. So the only thing we're missing is charisma. There's no charisma thing, unless this is what this was supposed to be.
Assign someone to this.
So if someone is assigned to that, we might be able to get charisma off of it, I guess?
Yes.
Not sure. Anyway, making money is good, but doesn't seem required. Right? Because again, we have 26,671 caps. We're literally not going to run out of caps at this point. So we could do that, or profiling. I don't think the last one, the lost revenue, doesn't sound that useful. I don't see what we really get out of it. I don't really get anything out of the last one. I'm leaning towards customer profiling, personally. I'm torn between A and B. We really don't need the caps, and we're probably still going to earn caps either way from the machine. So I think we'll go with the customer profiling. Just because that gives us... oh yeah, we also need to level up like 3 times or something ridiculous like that. we need to level up a couple times. I think we're going to go with customer profiling. Let's go read the parameters one more time just to make sure I've got everything noted here. So yeah, it's a standard. It runs as a standard game of chance, but the machine is capable of identifying behaviors that allow for tracking of degenerate behavior. Yeah, so we can just like find out if the population is going to have problems. Yeah, so yeah, let's go with the tracking. Let's go with customer profiling. All right, customer profile. All right, Clem, get on it. Come on, Clem. Clem. Come on, buddy. Clem? Buddy? Yeah, that's what I thought. This stuff's becoming a real problem. Have to clear that stuff out. It's all really getting in the way. Clem can't even navigate over there. It's a problem with these sheets. These floors. For some reason, people struggle to actually walk over them. Or pathing.
Yeah.
There we go. Now it should be easy. He's a little slow, forgive him. Yeah, I mean, everyone here struggles with the whole, like, well, I don't know, I want to make sure my feet land on it right.
Broke. It keeps making these weird clicking noises. Did the machine just say degenerate?
Come on, Clem, I believe in you. You can get one. Lemon, apple, bar. Come on, you got this, Clem. Oh, don't stop now. Come on, you got this. Oh, that was really close.
I win again.
You didn't win? You almost did. It looks like there's only 3 settings on here. I'm trying to see where it lands and see if there's like multiple options. Yeah. It's a diagonal lemon again. Apple, apple.
The slot machine's supposed to flash.
Oh my goodness, you got a triple apple. Here we go. Ho. Oh! Jeez, Clem. Okay. We did pick the degenerate one, not the other one, right? Not the one where we lose all of our revenue, right? Jeez.
The
Twice in a
thing's
row.
broke. It keeps making these weird clicking noises.
If Clem says he won, who can we? Yeah, who are you to say otherwise? I mean, he's winning pretty well right now. I'm starting to think we should have rigged the machines so that we get more monies. Clem's gonna bleed us dry. He's really good at this.
My luck's gonna turn around.
All right. Perfect.
Let's check in with Clem.
Oh, hi. Is the slot machine supposed to flash every now and again? I swear it makes a strange noise and flashes.
You must be imagining things. A slot machine doesn't take pictures of people.
Your thoughts?
After all the experiments, what are your thoughts?
It's done. Finally. Hundreds of years of refining and planning. The results were mixed. But in science, you rarely wind up exactly where you were expecting.
I did everything you asked. Can I go back to the power cycle? I really need to.
My, what gusto. I'm glad you like the cycle so much, Clem. With my life's work done, I think I will deliver our schematics to other vaults to improve their lives.
Stay as the overseer. No other vaults. Yeah, there aren't really any other vaults. Sorry to tell you. You don't like her? Yeah, she's I mean, she's stuck in the old ways, the 210 years old ways. The buff out bike is awesome. I love how Clem's just like, he's literally addicted. So I mean, it's technically a bad thing, but you know, come on, right? If you let her go, settlers will call you overseer. She says she's overseer. Interesting. Okay.
The vaults I know about have all failed. They're empty or worse.
The world's a big place, and you should never underestimate Vault Tech. I pass the mantle on to you. Guide Vault 88 to greatness. You're the overseer now.
Oh, Legend of Vault 88 reduces damage from ghouls by 15%. Wow, okay, I'll take that. I guess she just took the shirt off her back and gave it to me, or she had it hidden somewhere. Interesting.
You done with all your experiments?
Oh, no, Clem, keep talking.
Hi.
You done with all your experiments? I hope I did good. They were real interesting.
You did a great job, Clem.
So, I'd love it if you'd let me cycle, you know? Some more? That power cycle is just the best! I could pedal on it for hours and hours.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Wise up, thanks. How are you, sarcastic? Yeah.
How are you doing, Clem?
I'm doing well. This vault's just the best. I haven't been attacked by mole rats. Not even once. Just happy to be here.
I'm glad.
Thanks for all your help.
You kidding? It's been an honor to do, well, anything for you. I guess you're the overseer now, right? Looking forward to giving the vault my best.
Yeah, no, Clem's definitely going to be the poster child for sure. That cycle's going to be the death of him. Yeah, well, the thing is, all we have to do is put a limit on the cycle. No more than 6 hours of cycling a day per person in the vault. Problem solved. Right? Darn could have used her for plausible deniability. Oh, I didn't know anything about it. She just told me to do the things. I did the things, and I did the things. They're supposed to help society. So there you go. 6 hours? Yeah, no more than 6 hours. Magic Spud. No more than 6 hours allowed on the chemically enhanced or inducing cycle. You're not allowed to be on it for more than 6 hours. We don't want them to, like, run themselves to death. I'm trying to remember, there was an experiment, and I think it was the cycle, that they said that the person, like, was on it for, like, 42 hours or something. Ridiculous like that. What is the... Oh, I can't make more of the... I can't make more of these?
Did the machine just say degenerate?
Yes, he's a buff-out addict? Yeah, he's a buff-out addict. That's okay. That's okay. We'll take good care of him here. Can I not make more of the, those stations? We definitely need to get a trader down here or something.
The thing's broke. Keeps making weird
You're not in special anymore?
noises.
Artifacts only have one of each. Ah, okay. I was wondering if we can put them in, like, each of the individual vaults, because that would have been pretty cool. Oh, there's more in resources. Ah, there it is. Okay, perfect. Cool. A slot machine. Alright, perfect. So what was the with the slots, what were the outcomes? What were the outcomes, Dalka? What were the outcomes for those? Alright, we should just go and like bulldoze this whole center room. Also, we need to take a look at our suits. Because I'm wearing a shielded Vault 111 jumpsuit. But we have a legendary Vault 88 jumpsuit, which I'm sure we can upgrade to be better. So it just is the same thing as our current one, but also we take 15% less damage from ghouls. There's that. The outcome's death. Death. I'm sure the indentured servitude one would turn out that way, yeah. Yeah, so we need to go set ourselves up with like a vendor in here.
The thing's broke. It keeps making these weird clicking noises.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. That's fine. Column. Clear out a good chunk of space here. Go.
Did the machine just say degenerate?
There we go. I got a bunch of space in here. Build stuff if we want to. Water tower, trains. Oh, it took out both because of that. Interesting. Go ahead and keep this. Let's trunk here. There you go. Nice wide open space. Perfect. All right, indentured servitude is 3 caps per settler. Each settlement reset. Okay. Profiling is 1 cap per settler and 5 happiness. And lost revenue is 15 happiness. Okay. So then lost revenue is actually the best one, but we don't actually lose any money. I thought it was going to be like a, if we gained money, it would like drop some money per... I guess that makes sense. Alright, perfect. What do we want to do now? Other than make all this great mentats that we desperately needed. I think we just leave the vault as is for now. And we head back to Starlight. You down with this being a build stream? I mean, could be. Definitely could be just a build stream. Or we could jump onto the next DLC, yeah? Hop up and out of here. Either way, I want to go back to Starlight. Fun fact, even the compassionate companions don't object if you murk Barstow. Wait, seriously? Because she's a complete monster? Wait, really? So if you murder her, even the compassionate companions like Curie are gonna be like, it happens, whatever. Don't worry about it. That's crazy to think about. You can use some ballistic weave if ghouls are hitting you. Oh, come on. Oh, we almost got out. Go through. We'll go all the way through. Get out of here. Oh, vertebrate, please. I'm gonna keep an eye on this vertebrate. You can use simplistic weave if ghouls are hitting you for half your bar. We definitely need to go and like repair stuff, like upgrade to new vault suit if we want to do that. Need to hang out with Curie and the rest of the companions to get their affinity up for perks. Yeah, I do need to do that. Uh-oh. Yeah, right there's good. Right there's good. That's good. Okay. Woof! Alright, we're clear. We are in the clear, everyone. We're in the clear. Alright. If you choose all TED options, aka actually improving people's lives, she leaves in disgust and you find her dead later? Really? No way. That's crazy. Alright. Let's head back to Starlight. It's our last one. Vertibird. Where are you? There he is. Let's head on back. We'll pick up some more grenades. We'll drop off our legendary stuff. We'll go from there. Crew in for more grenades. We should still have 6 grenades back at Starlight. This should still be good to go. But we will need to go back to the Pridwin. Actually, you know what? We should go to the Pridwin. You know what? We should still go to the Pridwin because we can drop off technical documents and blood samples. So let's go back to the Pridwin. We'll pick up more grenades there as well then. We'll leave the 6 back at Starlight as, like, emergency ones. It's not a bad idea. We've been picking up a bunch of documents and the like. So daisies. Alright. Bring us back. Pridwin. Want to see docking at the Pridwin? Oh yeah. If we go to the Pridwin, we get to see the actual docking, right? Here it is, off in the distance. It's a massive blimp. Man, it'd be so cool if Zeppelins were more, like, viable in real life. For, like, travel and stuff. That'd be really cool. It's a little disappointing, but totally understandable as to why. Airplanes are just significantly more efficient for what they're trying to get done. Right, because it's just like, it's so much faster. Airplanes are significantly faster than Zeppelins. Usually you want to get from destination A to B as quick as you can. Looks like it's a quiet day in the city down here, not a lot of noise. Oh, not gonna get shot at. Oh, uh-oh. Don't you run into us, Mr. Vertibird. We don't need a vertibird on vertibird collision now. The vertibird seal is, like, really, really active here. There's only 25 blimps left in the world? Seriously? That's it? There's gotta be more than that. There's gotta be, like, at least 100. There are really only 25 blimps left? That's nuts. What are they mostly used for? Look it up? Okay. I mean, I believe you. I'm just like, I'm just stunned. I was like, I just assumed there'd be at least 100.
Hang on to something.
In we go. Promotional stuff? Okay, so it's mostly just for advertising. Interesting. How does it detach? It's kind of like, wow. That takes some serious work to actually hook that bad boy.
Hail, Knight.
There. jump in here. They're not actually useful for anything. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm disappointed that they're not useful, you know? Because I think Zeppelins are really cool. I think blimps and Zeppelins are really cool. But they're just
Attention all personnel.
not that good.
This is to serve as a reminder. Scribe Naraya's mole rat subjects are not pets.
Joining our
They are crucial military resources. As
Stop
such,
playing
they
with
are
your
not
food.
to be fed by any personnel save Scribe Naraya and her team. Any violation of this policy will result in severe discipline.
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood.
Yeah, we can sell stuff with this guy.
Proctor.
I realize it's not the most glamorous of missions, but hell, neither is starving.
Let me see what you have.
Got some choice weapons that just came in.
Well, how about some other choice items too? You can't ever get a vertibird to dock to pick you up. Oh no, you have to use one of. I think you have to go and jump down below. Yeah, you have to get off the Pridwin to go do that. You won't be able to do it from the Pridwin itself. Drop those off. Hard hats. See Cam's hat. We'll hold on to that. This gives us an intelligence. Hold on to that. We'll drop those all off at the vault. It's fine. Aid is fine. Soltron left arms. I'm sure you can have those. I got a lot of them. And then I guess ammo's all that's left. I thought I had more to sell. Guess not. Alright. So it goes. Oh, this one's mine.
When I get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine.
That Salisbury steak is mine. Alright, where are the others?
Would need the key.
Can't go in there. What floor are the others on? I'm trying to remember. I thought they were all down here. It's a lower floor. That's not where we want to go. Must have just missed them in the hallway here. Yeah, I did. Here it is.
Something I can do for...
Yeah.
Cade?
How can I help you today?
Any news out there, Doctor?
Been out of the loop. A lot of sick and injured taking up my time. Now, if you need treatment, let me know.
I guess not.
Not today.
Very well.
I thought he needed the samples. Was it not him?
Hey there.
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up
Proctor.
before you head out.
It sounds like we owe you our gratitude for wiping out those monsters at Fort Strong. Now, did you have any documents for me?
Ah, yes.
Or perhaps you were interested in aiding a research patrol?
Less so. Yeah, where can I look?
Do you have any idea where I can find more of them?
Offices, laboratories, military bases. Almost any pre-war location is a potential treasure trove of technical information. I'd try searching desks, filing cabinets, safes, and anywhere else you suspect documents would be stored. Have you had any luck finding any yet?
Ooh, vertibird grenades. Yes, good call. I forgot to get them. Let me go grab those.
I found some technical documents for you.
Splendid. I'll put them to use right away. Here are the caps that I promised.
Oh.
Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
Alright, we need to go and grab some more. I thought we had the blood samples go to someone. I don't remember who wanted the blood samples. Someone wanted blood samples.
Proctor Tegan.
That farm's nothing you can't handle.
Yeah, but we're not going and doing that.
Guessed.
We're not doing that. Alright, weapon. No, that's my weapon. It's him. Weapons, vertibird signal grenades. Those. Ammo. Give 44. He does have 44. I'll take 20 shots at 44. They'll earn more off of him than he did off of us.
If it was up to me, I'd take every feral beauty.
Alright, so we got the grenades. But who was the person that needed the samples, the blood samples? Was it the lady over here?
The Pridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
There's a scientist somewhere around here, right? Am I on the wrong side? I might be on the wrong side. By where the farming was, right? Yeah, over here. Other end at the top level. Oh my goodness, he's missing eyes, Chris.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
Upstairs. Top level? Okay, not here. No, no, no. Back down.
Outright me or not, don't touch the experiments.
There we go.
Excuse me, Scribe Naraya.
Have you collected any blood samples, Knight?
Yes.
Will every creature yield viable blood samples?
Unfortunately, no. Nature's stubborn, and unless I get the proper specimen, I can't use it to make my compound. That's why I needed to modify your Pip-Boy. It'll let you know if the creature has viable blood in its body. Have you had any luck finding samples yet?
Well, yes. Yes, I have. Or what, it depends?
That depends. Are you still paying for them?
Absolutely. I received the approval from Proctor Quinlan himself. Did you have any samples for me?
Ah, perfect.
Yes, here you go.
Thank goodness. I was running low and didn't want to draw any more samples from my specimens. Here's some caps for the trouble. I really appreciate you searching for the blood samples. As soon as I make a breakthrough, I'll let you know.
We get 50 caps per blood sample, but we only get 10 caps per document, or 5 caps per document? Wow.
I'll watch yours.
Per technical document? Are you serious? It's like a bit of a ripoff.
Knight.
It's crazy. In your experience, the game gets a bit easier for survival after doing the main quests in the Glowing Sea. Yeah, we finished the Glowing Sea. Yeah. We're not struggling. We don't die that much these days. We don't die that much these days. It's true.
You run into any sense, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
No synths allowed. To the airport.
Heard you gave those muties at Fort Strong something to think about.
Alright. Made it down. Is there anything here I can take? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Missiles. Oh, jeez, that's gonna make me heavy. 12 missiles. I mean, I'll take them. It's gonna make me heavy. Let's get up and out of here. What's so hard to do with those? Perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop stuff off. We need to reduce our weight. Our weight has moved back up there again with how much stuff we've been picking up. Vertebrate's sitting over there. What's the vertebrate sitting over here for? Is it just an idle vertebrate? There's a person here. Can I jump in? Not interactable. Okay. I don't like how the glowing sea is just like... it looks like a light show in the distance. The way to crash the game is to one-shot the pilot while it's landing. That crashes the game? That's no good. Don't do that. Alright, vertebrate on the way. That's so cool, though. That's so cool. You know, just looking at the Pridwin here, it makes me think that if humanity ever gets to the point of making like kinetic shielding, like electrically powered kinetic shields, we could probably start having blimps again. Right? Because then they'd be like overland aircraft carriers. But you'd need like some sort of like proper kinetic shielding. I mean, that's the biggest thing is that they're just a huge, easy target. Is the real problem with them. Oh, that's right. We still need to go to Covenant. I'll place a marker here. Fast travel is here. We still need to go to Covenant. There's like a walled-in like settlement or something over there. We gotta go check out. It's got like turrets on it.
Weapons hot and ready to bring the pain, sir.
Let's gotta go check that one out. Right now, if you kill that pilot, you'll most likely crash. Well, it's a good thing I'm not doing that then, huh? That sounds dangerous. And that airplane is like almost twice the size as the airport. Or no, it's like the size of the airport. That plane is huge. The reason why the Brotherhood of Steel airship works is because the average person doesn't have enough ordnance to take it on. I mean, you say that, but they've got mutants with mini nukes everywhere. I feel as though that would be enough, right? Or at least the missiles. Missiles seem commonplace enough. I imagine the gunners would be able to take it out with relative ease. They would have the resources to have the ordnance on hand. But it's definitely because there aren't like, you know, there's not like flak cannons and whatnot lying around all over the place. Sure, but they know only we're bringing it to the Commonwealth for the sake of the war against the Institute. True. Yeah, they're specifically trying to pick on the Institute. And if the gunners see that and understand that the main objective is the Institute and not the gunners, then the gunners' best course of action would be trying to just get out of the way. You be surprised? I'm bound by spoilers. Ah, okay. Cool. Alright, cool. We'll leave it at that then, Dullwolf. I appreciate you saying that there's more to come, and I'll figure it out when I figure it out. We will leave it as is. Alright, it's going to be good to get back to home sweet home. Drop off all of our stuff. Empty our inventory, because our inventory is... How heavy are we right now? 422. Good golly. Those missiles are heavy. Lasers. Oh yeah. That's spawn point. As long as we don't blow up, we'll be fine. Get 'em, boys! Pew, 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 pew. The firing squad is firing squad's real, isn't it? Or provisioner. Junkyard dog. Hello. Coming through. I mean, honestly, we should pick up everything out of here. That's all about. We should always pick up all the armor off of the people when they're this close, realistically, because we can just drop it off. Ramen. Stuff's always booking it. Oof. Go ahead and empty our pockets. Then wait till daytime so we can start selling some stuff. Good, it's done. It's enough. We're low enough weight that we can go ahead and sleep for daytime. $7 hours. That being said, its use as a mobile base of ops staging area, carrier, force multiplier, etc. is undeniable. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Definitely a type of asset nobody else has. It's true. Yeah, no, definitely. Curie. I'm looking for you.
If you need a weapon, you've come to the right place.
Excellent.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Here's what I've got.
What you got for me? Here's some grenades, some cocktails. Where grenades would keep. Well, fine. Saltron torsos. No, keep on. Hold on to those. Drop off this ammo. That's a lot of weight. 7 weight by 12. No wonder we're over encumbered. No wonder we're over encumbered. Let's go grab the armor from these guys as well, now that our equipment load is down below the 400s. There's a lot of references to Fallout 4 in that airship, particularly how it's made. Oh, interesting, okay. Yeah, I would, sorry, Fallout 3, excuse me. I wouldn't pick it up since I played Fallout 3. I've only played New Vegas. I've only played through New Vegas. All the VODs for those are up and on YouTube. Are any other people around here so we can get some more bodies to scrap? Parts, pieces? No? Okay. Looks like that's it. Bring them back and scrap them down. Don't need the caps so much, so we can go ahead and scrap the parts. Alright. Drop you off. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes, I don't need you. Right arm. Where's my other right arm? So it's down time. Leg. Goggles. What are we wearing on our right arm? We've got left arm. Right leg. Left leg. Wait, am I not wearing anything on my right arm? I'm confused. I'm not wearing anything on my right arm. Why am I not wearing anything on my right arm? Why was that not equipped? Going through it. Like, what? Oh, also interesting. These are off by 1 defense. What's that all? Oh, one's arm, one's leg. That's why. That makes sense. Alright, that makes more sense. Just really confused there for a second. Drop that off, drop that off. We'll hold on to the vault one for now. Got my hat in there. What else do we need to drop off? Girl aid, misc, mods, no, ammo, core. Mods. Drop those off. Alright, let's do a scrap of the armor. We might as well do the scrap of the junk too, right? How much building capacity do we have here? Not a lot. So we can definitely go do that. Oh, interesting. We actually couldn't do the iBot thing, could we? Huh. Awful John, how have you been? Oh my goodness, what an emote. It's awesome. Hey, Awful John, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. It's good to have you here. How have you been? How have you been? What about the long johns? Pieces. Goggles. Weapons. Pipe pistols. So we can get some springs and... more importantly, dropped off all the junk, that's right. We can get some springs, but more importantly, we can get ourselves some screws out of those, I think. I think we can with the can. Drop the junk and scrapping it using the workbench. Yeah, drop the junk and scrap it using the workbench. It'll bring the build limit up. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing right now. Just doing this will give us more build limit. steel, steel for the pistol, glass, steel. Okay, so they didn't have any upgrades on it. Something else. Okay. There we go. Boom. You're good. Making a late night hot sandwich. Ooh, what kind of hot sandwich are you making? What kind of sandwich are you making? Alright, so that's done. What are we dealing with stat-wise? What do we hit with here? Fatigue requires more sleep. Sorted. We should have plenty of antibiotics, or not you do. Our weight is pretty sorted. Let's get rid of all the rats. Oh, good drink up. I think we'll just jump over to the Enclave, or whatever it was. Check that out first, and then we'll go look at doing a DLC. Go check that one out first. It's like right around the corner, and we've been neglecting it forever. Yep. So we should take a companion with us, right? So we can get them to like us more. Who should we take with us? We've got, is there anyone in particular we should be, like, focusing on companion-wise for getting up and going? I'm gonna have so much concrete now. How much concrete can we make? 151. Oh my goodness, that Vault 88 run was huge for the amount of concrete and steel that we got. That is amazing. Really good. How's it going, Stormy Snow? How are you doing today? Why are you not growing a second head and a third arm yet? We're trying real hard. We're trying real hard, but we're just not getting enough rads. Not quite there. But how you doing, Stormy Snow? Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, John, you're having a turkey cheese, mayo, mustard, and potato bread, light fried crispy. Oh, that's gonna be really good. It's a turkey sandwich on potato bread. Nice. What companions do you have? You're always a fan of Kiri yourself. A lot more useful for us. All right, we can take Kiri with us. Sure, easy. She's here. Go grab her. Oh, look at all this. All this vault stuff we got now. Stairs? Railings? Oh my goodness. Vault doors. Oh, that's pretty slick. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh man, we could like upgrade this base, but that would require us essentially dismantling it. Oof. Well, I don't know if I want to do that. More concrete. I think we'll stick to the concrete for now. But it is tempting seeing this. All the possibilities. Oh my goodness, look at these. Tempting, that's for sure. Tempting. But yes, let's go back to, was it food? Or is it misc? Is it misc in here? Yeah, garden plot. Get some garden plots down here. We're definitely gonna need some more. Garden plots. We got plenty of fertilizer. We've had these Brahmin here forever. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and plant a whole bunch of, move our farm up here. At that point, why not live a better life underground? I mean, we could. That's why it's an option. But yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll start planting plants in there. We'll move our garden from down below to up above. It's an option, we can definitely do that. It's just like the convenience of... You add it. It's just the convenience of getting here right now. Just a little nicer on getting back here. Alright, where is Kiri? There she is. Come on, Kiri.
Do you need something, monsieur?
Yes.
I'd like to travel together some more.
Then let us get underway.
Let us go. Let us ride. Alright, so carrying capacity is going to be a thing. Should be okay for the most part. Oh yeah, let's check out the Legend of the Vault 88 suit here. On the armor bench. Yeah, if we use shielding, it ends up being 227.30. 227.30. It's flat across the board better than our Vault 111 jumpsuit. Have we met strong yet, Zal? I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm going to say no. There we go. And this also reduces damage from ghouls by 15%. That's pretty good. So we're not wearing our cool shielded Vault 111 armor anymore. But it's just strictly better. It is just strictly better. That jumpsuit off. Yeah, the same weight too. Say no more. Gotcha. Ballistic Weave is so much better. We don't have Ballistic Weave unlocked yet. Can't do anything with Ballistic Weave yet. At some point we'll get it. But I don't know what we have to do to get it. We just don't have it yet. I don't think there are any other upgrades for any of our other armor. We'll take a quick look. Nope. Polymer is still the best. Polymer is the best. Oh yeah, it reduces damage from humans, right? Yeah. Nanofilament, yeah. We don't have anything better we can do yet. One of these days. One of these days, I'm hoping for better upgrades. Let's go ahead and take a quick nap to make sure we don't lose any of the progress we just did. I must reach a certain point of no return for Redacted. Ah, okay. Do I have to go past the point of no return for Redacted, or is it just get to the point of no return? Just for clarity. Because they said you must reach the point of no return. I just want to make sure we don't have to go past the point of no return, right? Just make sure I'm reading that right. These guys are all the provisioners are all hanging out. Have you followed the Freedom Trail? No, we've not done that quest yet. No, we haven't done the Freedom Trail quest yet. The Road to Freedom quest? We haven't done that yet. Where's my marker? There's my marker. This one. We could do that. If we wanted to go do that one instead of doing a DLC, we could do that. Because we only have, I think we only have Far Harbor and Nuka World left. So we could do Far Harbor, Nuka World, or continue the quest. Plenty of options. Oh, actually, before we go too far, we kind of have 3 points we can use. I don't know if to use one. We should probably just put them in base stats, yeah? Just put them in some base stats here. Action points for generating faster. It means we can run more. It's good. Gain 25 damage resistance and 25 energy resistance while you're sprinting. It's kind of cool. Sprinting costs 25% fewer action points? I mean, I'm honestly tempted to just move towards that. That sounds really good. Because we sprint a lot because we can't fast travel. So that would really speed up our movement through the Commonwealth. That'd be nice. It was something like Demolition Expert would be kind of cool. Just so we can at least make them. Or Blacksmith, so we can upgrade our power armor. We don't really use it much, but be helpful. Actually, we could just use this one. Make it so we just don't get addicted to chems. There's a lot of things we can just take, but I don't know if there's anything we want to, like, specifically strive for. The Road to Freedom is the Road to Ballistic Weave, and there is nowhere near... no, it's nowhere near the start of the point of no return. Okay, perfect. Cool. Station. Don't really need the more health. And damage it takes a little high. Moving target seems like a really good one. 50% sprint cost. That's really good. And then taking less damage while sprinting is also kind of nice. I mean, I rarely end up in situations where I need to rely on that. It's not something we're really going to run into, but that is quite nice. That's kind of nice. And then Lead Belly is something I still want to grab too. Chemist you can max out? Oh yeah, we could max out Chemist. 200% longer. Yeah, we can double the length, or I guess triple the length for the Psychojet. My goodness, means Psychojet's gonna last like 40-something seconds. That does sound pretty good. If we grab that and we start picking up chem resistant, then we can just start playing with chems without having to worry about the negative side effects. Yeah? So we'll grab chem resistant. And we'll max this out. So now Psychojet, 50% reduced chance of us getting addicted to it, and it'll last an extra 100% longer than it did before. That's gonna be good. That was a good call. If you're not mistaken, 20 endurance is enough to remove sprint cost completely. Yeah, people were talking about it was either 20 or 21 sprint, 20 or 21 endurance removes the sprint cost entirely. I don't think we're gonna push to have that much endurance though. Might be a bit much for me. Don't know if we can do it. Okay. We're within 100 distance units. Let's make sure we're fully reloaded. Don't know what that was all about.
Humanity has fallen so since the bombs.
Okay. Good. Prepped and ready. Yeah, now humanity's fallen pretty far. That's for sure. Yay, drugs! Woo! What are humans but moving containers of soup filled with drugs? Right? Right? What are humans but moving containers of soup filled with drugs? Welcome to Covenant. Interesting, okay. Too much. You would become the world's best packed meal marathon runner. I mean, that's super tempting. Super tempting. I mean, you know me. It means I can loot everything. Still have the habit of walking over water, don't you? Oh yeah, it's true. Walking around water, don't you? Yeah, true. I did walk around instead of going through it. It's true. Yeah, I'm still nervous. I still get nervous if I don't pay attention. I have to actively remind myself that I can just swim now. Ever gone inside this place? No, that's why we need to come here and check it out. We've walked past it a few times.
You visiting Covenant, pal? If not, move along. You know, I'm people loitering around. Not good for the nerves.
What is Covenant? Might look around. Want to visit? Yeah, what is Covenant?
Is that what this place is called?
Yeah, we're a real up-and-comer. A pit stop on the road for traders and such. We're not that big, but we got the bargains. Got a doc that can patch you up. We even got some lemonade.
Oh?
That's what Deezer calls it anyway. There's a small catch, though. We don't just let anyone inside. There's an entrance test. We call it the safe test. Everyone's got to take it.
Safe?
Interesting idea. Between you and me, what's the test for?
I probably shouldn't say nothing, but listen. We want to make sure only good people come into Covenant. No undesirables. Nobody that ain't actually what they seem, you know?
Makes sense. If I can have my mentats here real quick. Oh man, I never can whenever we're looking at our character. I can't look away far enough. Oh, but I can back off. Okay, that's the thing. And you know, you learn something new every day, right? Yeah. I believe we need to go have our breath mints. And some water. Okay, undesirables.
I'm new to the area. What do you mean about undesirables?
But you don't know about... Jesus, listen. Not everyone in the Commonwealth is human, okay? Some are... synths. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. Just take the test. Pass, and you can come inside where everything's safe, alright?
Is this really necessary?
Do I really have to take the test?
Hey, rules are rules. You ready?
Sure, yeah.
I guess.
Take a seat, and we can begin.
Okay. What you got for me? Which is 10% better barter prices increases in charisma. It does.
Wrong answers. You are approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
Science, sneak out, insult him, knock him out. Oh my goodness, amazing. Yeah, so if you, I went really quick when I clicked on it, but it increases bartering prices by 10%, and right below that it says increases charisma by 5. For science, of course.
I wouldn't worry. If he did that, it'd cause parabolic destabilization of the fission singularity.
Yeah. Next question. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection on his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do?
Shoot his leg off. Oh, amputate's actually an option. Scream, amputate, medicate, restrain, and observe. Oh, that's actually a tough one. We don't know how to, like, what we need to do to medicate this guy, because he said it's strange. It's strange. We don't know. Scream.
Just say the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay, well, I said amputate, so.
Amputate the foot before the infection spreads?
Amputation. Next question. You discover a young boy lost in a cave. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do?
Escort and turn in, pick his pocket, hug and comfort, confiscate and abandon. No, escort and turn in. It's a kid.
I lead the boy to safety, then turn him over to someone in charge.
Very curious. Congratulations! Hey, you made it onto a baseball team. Which position do you prefer?
Soccer, designated hitter, catcher, pitcher. That's soccer.
I don't play baseball. I play soccer.
Are you certain about that? Never mind. Next question. Your grandmother invites you to tea.
Okay, all
You're
right.
surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill someone. What do?
Second time it was a Fallout 3 only. Okay. So Grandma invites us for tea and tells us to kill someone. Minigun, bargain for his life, get upset with her, kill him. It's Grandma though. I mean, like we can't go against Grandma, right?
Listen, I didn't make up the questions.
I'm just thinking about it. Also, this is the third time this question shows up in the series. Oh, wait, seriously? So it's in Fallout 3 and somewhere else? Oh, no, only the second time. Okay. I see what you're saying. I'd be surprised if it was the third instance. It shows up in Fallout New Vegas? I don't remember this being in Fallout New Vegas.
Pay attention.
I don't remember this at all. You sure? Get upset with her, kill her, minigun, bargain for his life. We'll bargain for his life. Come on, Grandma.
I'd give her whatever she wants to spare his life.
Typical Class B. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again.
Class B, what you talking
You've been
about?
ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
Class B, what you talking about? She invited me for tea. I was just wanting tea. We need to get him out. Procure a bomb, laser pistol, leave him, pick lock. Yeah, we'll pick the lock.
I'd grab a bobby pin and pick the lock.
And that is all you do? Nothing else? Wait, don't answer. Next. Oh no. You've been exposed to radiation and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach.
Oh.
What's the best course of treatment?
Hey, Story Snow, perfect. We got it. Oh, wait. Surgery, medicine, prey, suicide? Bummer. I guess surgery would be the best way on this one.
I'd cut off the mutated tissue with a precision laser.
Technological bias. A neighbor is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
I've got so many caps. Buy it. Slip him a Mickey. Like, just mug him, steal it? No. Trade.
I'd trade him for one of the comic books I own.
You're almost done. Last question. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father.
Right.
You enter his private restroom when no one is looking, and...
razor, sabotage toilet, flood room, changes meds. Oh, definitely sabotage the toilet. That'd be hysterical.
I'd put a firecracker in his toilet. That never gets old.
Test's over. No one's ever answered quite like you. But hey, you passed. I'll open up the gate.
Wait, is that the go test? Yeah, it's a safety test. It's a safe test. Yeah. That was a gun temperature. How are you doing today? Ah, we did it.
Welcome to Covenant.
Thank you. Curie disliked that? Is she not allowed in because she's a robot? There's a robot in here. Why'd Curie dislike that?
We should go in, yes?
Why'd you dislike that? Oh, she must have disliked one of my answers. It might have been the amputate one or something. Hey, I don't know. Hey, Osgood. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Good to have you here. Corn. Oh my goodness! Look at this place. Stock to the. Oh wait, can we?
Hi.
Hello.
Talia.
Oh, I heard about you. You're the stranger. I make things. Things for the store. Oh, I'm Talia. It's so nice to meet you.
I am, in fact, the mysterious stranger. It's true. You just made it into the area that hates robot AI. Might be the problem. Ah, that makes sense.
What do you make?
I make medical supplies. Oh, and guns, scopes, and other things. You can see them for sale at Penny's store. You're gonna like it here. Everyone in Covenant is so friendly and really wants to help.
Okay.
Why is everyone here so friendly?
I don't know. Ask Mr. Orden. I'm much better with terminals than people. Feel free to use my tools. And if you need anything, just let me know.
Oh. How kind. Place feels a little odd, but alright. I talk to. Who are you? Ted Huntley.
Meaning no offense, but I've got a mountain of work to do.
Okay. Alright, Ted. Go have it. But you can't. You did this yesterday?
Came a few
Nice.
days back. Worked for old man Stockton. You saw him, right? I already told you. I don't recommend it.
Oh, here we
What?
go.
Alright. Sounds like it's time for some business. What you got for me? What's out here? Oh, just raiders.
You're supposed to file a police report, yes? And all the little secrets going back as for evidence.
Yeah, I don't know, Kiri. I don't think that's quite gonna happen. I don't think it's quite gonna happen. But yeah, let's go. This is our first time jumping into Covenant, but run around for a while. You're gonna have to call it quits? Alright, super. Thanks for hanging out, though, Will. Tomorrow is... Oh, we can't take the bottle cap out of here. Tomorrow is Elden Ring. Because today and yesterday were Fallout 4. Where'd the other guy go? Honest Dan. Sir?
Oh, Mr. Handy, what is your function?
Don't be the last person on the block to try fabulous Diesel's lemonade.
Lemonade, truly? But I see no lemons.
The secret recipe is a tightly guarded secret. But here, try a complimentary beverage.
He's very odd, no?
Alright, Deezer.
93% of all visitors prefer Diesel's lemonade.
What's in lemonade?
What's in the lemonade?
Diesel's lemonade is made of goodness. 4 special ingredients from sunny, non-irradiated environments, all in one cold glass. Try it and enjoy, or take advantage of the money-back guarantee.
Yeah, that sounds free. What are you talking about?
What's the catch?
No tricks, no gimmicks, just the best lemonade in Covenant, free to our special guests.
It's drugged. It's gotta be drugged. That's why everyone's so nice. It's gotta be drugged.
I'll take some.
Enjoy!
It's gotta be drugged. Oh my goodness, there's more combat outside already. User's lemonade. Inspect. He's scratched out the purified water writing on it. Can't get any other info on it. What is going on with the combat out there? Jeez. Calm down out there, everyone. Calm down. Calm down. Jeez. It's got to be drugged. I'll take it. Yeah, it's got to be drugged. I'll take it. Actually, can I have 2 of those? That'd be great. Thanks. That locked door makes very suspicious since all the other buildings are open.
Hey, the leg's still on the mend. You have anything for the pain?
Doc. Oh. Stab.
As soon as you don't need the meds, you gotta lay off. Understood? Any other complications with the injury? It's healing up pretty good. Off you go then. Thanks, Doc.
Doc.
Hello, stranger. You got anything that ails you? I'll fix you up for a fee.
Hear anything?
Any news out there, Doctor?
If you want rumors, then Penny's the girl for you.
Alright.
I like to stick to fixing people. It's what I'm good at.
Alright. Cure bar. We'll take a barter.
Could use some supplies, actually.
All right. But go easy on the chems.
I'd say the same to you. Alright, what you got? Wow, she's got a lot of stims on hand. Very expensive. Oh, she carries antiseptic. Okay. And some bullets. Well, we can sell these bullets at least. Shotgun rounds. Tin cans we're going to hold on to. I want those. Aid. We can go and drop off some stuff in aid if we want. Oh, yeah, real quick here, just so you can see it. If we go to our great mentats here. So you can see right here, it says buy for 10% lower, sell for 10% higher, charisma 5. So it gives us 5 charisma. And that's why our great mentats are so crucial, so critical. We need them. Very important. Is there anything in here we want to sell? We don't want to keep. Oh, I should have dropped off my Nuka. I don't need to carry that. Oh, I should have dropped off the perfectly preserved pie. We cannot eat this. We need to store this pie. It is important for when we place it in our settlement. Gotta have that placed in the settlement. It's too critical. It's too rare. Oh, yeah, good thing we have some robot repair pieces. Sell those. From that. Good enough. Penny? Penny Fitzgerald. Man, look at that. She's got a fully stocked shop.
Hey there.
I hope Swanson didn't give you too hard a time at the gate. If you ask me, I think he takes his job too seriously. But welcome. Everyone around here calls me Mrs. Fitzgerald, but you, cutie, can call me Penny.
All right, Penny, can do. How's it going, Korean Cowboy? How are you doing today? Nice amount of caps? Yeah, we got a lot of caps. We've been hoarding stuff and selling stuff like crazy. Yeah, what do you do?
What do you do around here?
A bit of everything. I try to leave some things for the menfolk to do, you know, so they feel in charge. You here to shop? I'll make sure to give you a good price.
Yeah, what's for sale?
What do you sell?
Whatever the caravans bring in, plus anything Mrs. McGovern can cobble together. You want to take a look?
Sure.
What's in stock?
Take your time, sweetie.
What you got? Okay. I see. She's she has items, I guess.
Hey, Penny.
Enjoy your stay. Enjoy your stay. Enjoy your stay.
Okay. All right. I can't interact with her or anything, so that's the thing. All right. Sure. This isn't getting creepy. Get a little bit of water here so we don't have to use our water bottles. You're tired? Alright, well, good thing you get to put your feet up and relax a little bit, Green Cowboy. Great selection, Penny? Yeah, Penny's got a great selection of... I guess, you know what? I guess the only thing Penny is selling is eye candy, man. Hey, Jacob.
Excuse me.
Well, hello, stranger.
Howdy, stranger.
My name's Jacob, and I run this town. Glad you passed the test. Are our door's always open to good quality people. You can use one of the beds in the guest house. And you should visit Penny's store.
Okay.
Anything else in town?
Doc Patricia will be more than happy to patch you up. For a modest fee, of course. You might want to stay clear of Mr. Dan. I've had some complaints about him.
What happened?
Who's Dan?
He's a gun for hire. Not the most savory line of work, if you ask me. You have a good stay now.
Okay. Hey, Dan.
Excuse me. You from around here? God, I hope not. Not enough of these hicks.
Wait, what? Call him Hicks? Why? Okay. So the Guardians of the Galaxy is a third-person RPG. Oh, okay, interesting. Man, that was a conversation from like an hour ago. Must be a really good game. It's really sucked you in. But it's an RPG. Cool, okay. I mean, you know me. I'm a huge fan of RPGs.
You gonna answer me?
Just like the Covenant, evasive, not from here. Yeah, what?
You have a problem with the people here?
All the fake smiles and the fancy talking puts me on edge. The sooner I'm out of here, the better. You know anything about Stockton's caravan?
You know anything about Stockton's caravan? Who? Know all about it? Stockton? No. No, nothing. Not a trader.
A caravan? I'm not really the trader type.
Well, this isn't about trade. I signed on with old man Stockton to find his lost caravan. What's left of it is just outside of town. The last stop was here, so I've been trying to put together the story. But I keep getting the runaround. Got a proposal for you. Help me find Stockton's people, and we split the reward. At least one survivor walked out of that massacre. And I intend to make good on my contract.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
If I help you, I want something up front.
If I have your word, you'll help. I'll chip in 50 caps
50
now.
caps.
That's above and beyond the deal.
Who are we looking for?
The big one is Stockton's daughter, Amelia. I didn't find any bodies of the feminine persuasion, so, there's hope. If we find her, Stockton's offering a heap of caps.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Between the clearly drugged lemonade, and this guy talking about a caravan, like, being destroyed nearby, I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't turn out these guys were, like, cannibals, or, if they just, like, attack people along the road. Because they've got all those guns there, they could just be like, oh, self-defense, and then bring everything inside the walls. And there's that one building that's locked that I said earlier was, like, very suspicious. So we'll have to see, but I'll take the deal.
Sounds fair. I'm in.
Here's all I got on the caravan. I don't got proof, but Covenant's involved. Somehow. I'll keep poking around, but let me know if you find anything.
Alright. Human error. Search destroyed caravan for clues. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go search. Like, but this building here is suspicious to me. Suspicious. You're thinking the same thing? Yeah, it's really suspicious. Investigate.
Looks like a trader left a bedroll. No marks on it, so no way of telling if it's from Stockton's people.
Okay. Yeah, we have all these turrets around here, so they could easily just murder a caravan and say it was like raiders or someone else that attacked them outside the walls.
Why does one tiny settlement need so much firepower?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm literally talking about. Thank you, in-game character, thinking the same thing as me.
This world above on is very confusing.
We're going into a radiation storm. Don't you have turrets around your place? I do. Oh, overdue library. Wow. I do. That is a good point. Valid. If you need help, just say. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I like trying to struggle through the game, but I will definitely ask for help if I get stumped. And I'm good with chatting and stuff as long as there's no spoilers. This is a back door we can try and sneak into. All these are, yeah, so it's an instanced space for sure. Doesn't look like there's anywhere else we can investigate here. Oh, public terminal, okay. borrow a bed. Let's for 2 quick hours here. Don't worry, Curie will keep an eye on me. Make sure no one murders me in the meantime. Get through that. Storm. If we're going to talk to anyone else, we're going to need to have more mentats.
Hi. We don't get many vault dwellers visiting us. Hope the outside world isn't too much of a disappointment.
And kinda.
Hope you're liking Covenant, stranger.
Stranger. Ed, Doc, Jacob. Master Lock.
Excuse me.
Another newcomer.
Hello there.
Welcome.
It's fully unlocked now, though. Now it's locked. So let's come back during daytime, I guess. That's sorted. How's it going, Dreamer Owl? How are you doing today? A weirdly familiar settlement with one locked door is full of cannibals. It's never happened before in RPGs. That's the thing. Is like I think it's like it's one of the problems. Is like that is a trope, right? Let's just go and zip to daytime so people are actually out and about. It is a trope, right? Is that like the seemingly perfect, happy-go-lucky town? There's clearly something wrong with the town itself. There has to be. There always is. So let's go jump outside and check the caravan real quick, and we'll come back over here. Parched from lack of water. Take a quick sip. They've got a bunch of veg here, so they might not have to rely on people, but I think at the very least getting part of their wares is they're grabbing it from, they're stealing it from people, I imagine. Where's the caravan? Up the road. It's not that far up the road. If it's still within strike distance. Just kicking shotguns. Don't worry about it. Kicking shotguns. That was like a trip wire or something we fired off. It's kind of far from there, so maybe not. I thought this was going to be closer. Oh, it's this caravan! As you can see, I've already stripped him of parts. This one. I see. All right, turn around. What you got for me? You're feeling extremely better. Good. You got no more plague in the lungs. So today you ordered some pizza. Excellent. Your beard is as long as a Muslim's beard, as well as your hair. You need to get trimmed. Sounds like now that you've survived.
The caravan was hit awfully close to Covenant, all right.
Sounds like now that you survived, it's time to celebrate with pizza and a nice haircut. Yeah, because I saw this guy and I was like, oh my goodness, he died. How'd he die? Why'd he die? Well, so this was after they had swung by.
Deezer's lemonade.
Deezer's lemonade.
The caravan definitely stopped in Covenant.
Yeah, 100% did. There's no way it didn't. That marker, we don't need that there now. Okay. You survived to celebrate your mother's birthday with some nice pizza. Nice. Even better. A double celebration. Alright, so Deezer's lemonade, so we know for sure. We know for sure that they actually stopped here. But we already knew that. We were already suspicious about that. Alright, we need to start chatting to people. First person to talk to.
Oh, you're back. Isn't Covenant just the best?
Alright, before we do the Covenant investigation, we need to go ahead and take our mentats. Take our water. Diamond City is better, great place. Yeah, it's a pretty great place.
It's really great here.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it here. Have a good day.
That's it? No more conversation? All right.
Tell you.
Oh, you're back. Isn't Covenant just the best?
Yes, our daily medicine for talking? Yes, exactly right. So why don't you use power armor? Power armor just feels kind of cheaty to me. I mean, I'm playing for my first playthrough on survival difficulty. I like playing really tough. I like high difficulty games. That's the main reason. It's really kind of the main reason. There's no,
I'm not bothering you.
no real reason other than that. Yeah. Also, I don't like the idea of, like, running around and then suddenly running out of fusion core on hand and having to, like, go back just to get batteries. Otherwise, you have to, like, ditch the power armor there. Just a little annoying.
Do you have time for some questions?
If it'll help, sure.
Problems with synths, hiding something, missing caravan.
Does Covenant have some sort of problem with synths?
Since, I mean, no. The test makes sure that none of those get in here. They promised.
They? Lie about the test, trust me.
Who is they?
I really shouldn't be talking. I've got work, I have to go.
Okay, yeah, so she's... Okay.
Talia.
Do you need to use my tools?
Okay, yeah, so she's hiding stuff. Not surprised she didn't answer anything for us. Regular settler. And who are you again? Mr. Corn. Corn man? Man of corn! Who are you? You're a settler. Okay, no one important. Okay, talk to him. Alright. We'll go talk to Fitzgerald since she's the other one. You have 5 power armor? Oh, Osgood, you should see when we get back to Starlight driving. It's a lot.
Hey, Penny.
You here to
We've got a bit of a stockpile. I keep hoarding them. So just because I don't use them doesn't mean I don't take them. You know? That's why you admire Gramps in The Witcher 1. Dude lives by himself in the swamp and hates people because he knows how they taste. Oh, yeah! The Witcher 1 Gramps. I remember him.
Are you all right, sweetie?
I vividly remember that guy. Oh my goodness, that guy. Jeez.
I'll take a look.
You won't find better quality anywhere.
She's actually selling anything this time? She's actually selling stuff this time. Nice. Here we go. Nice. Go ahead. Get this ammo off my hands. Fusion cells. Don't need those. Gas canisters. It's fine. I think everything else is still hold on to. Alright, what you got? Justice. Chance to stagger on hit. It's kind of cool. It's a shotgun. I could buy I could buy the shotgun. Thing's only 1,291 caps. It's not much at all. It's grenade, sledgehammer. I'm gonna buy Justice. We're gonna want to put it on a wall at some point. Destroy your helmet for charisma and intelligence? Wow. Come on. I don't want to wear this hat. But this hat has the same... So the hat we're wearing right now gives us +1 charisma and nothing else. This gives us +1 charisma, +1 intelligence, 13 damage reduction, and 13 energy damage reduction. Oh man, this thing is just straight across the board objectively worse, objectively better. However, in terms of Fallout fashion, right? It's definitely on the low end. We'll buy it. We can decide later if we want to wear it or not. We'll at least take it. Great Mentas, I'll take those. I will take those. Take the whiskey. We need that to make more Great Mentats, in fact. We've got plenty of everything else that you sell. Yeah, everything else is fine. Bobby pins, we got plenty. We've got like 300 or something. Bobby pins. Is there anything in here we care about? Oh my goodness, we got concrete. So that's some ceramics. Ceramics would be nice to have. We're kind of low on ceramics right now. American flag. And ammo. Holy jeez, look at the ammo type. Jeez. Okay. I think we're good with what we got here. Confirm that. Bunch of caps for them. You're trying to figure out... Okay, do you remember what are you doing? You're trying to figure out how you'll undertake the Unite India decision in the Crusader Kings 3. You wonder, should you go full conquest, or should you go full intrigue? Diplomacy has proven quite worthless for expansion, sadly. Yeah, it's not the best for that. Diplomacy is great for stability, when you need a generation of just making your land stable. It's really good. Federal government, lots of rules. You're planning to create religion with the absolute power tenant. And we really got to play more Crusader Kings 3. It's been too long since we played that last. It's been like a year and a half since we played Crusader Kings 3, I think. Yeah, I think it's been a year and a half since we played Crusader Kings 3 last. Yikes. I mean, for me, I always go Conquest whenever going to expansion. It's a whole lot more consistent than Intrigue, but Intrigue can get you larger swaths of land in the long run. Because Conquest, you do like bit by bit. You have to like bite you small nibbles until you eat every nation. Meanwhile,
Penny,
Intrigue, you can take over the entire nation.
do you have time for a few questions?
For you? Certainly.
Oh, really now? Many things changed, Zelda. Diplomacy rulers are quite OP now. Wait, really? They just expand by vassalizing? Oh my goodness, that's actually a thing now. Missing caravan, everything's clean. Almost since, yeah.
The town looks really nice. How'd you manage that?
Oh, thank you for noticing. Well, the menfolk would say good old-fashioned elbow grease keeps Covenant as the prettiest place in the Commonwealth. But between you and me, I think shrewd trading may play a big part.
Oh, what do you mean by shrewd trading?
Do you know anything about a missing caravan?
You've been talking to Mr. Dan. I don't know what he's carrying on about. He's just stirring the pot, if you ask me.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Yeah, why is he doing that? If you say so, gossip about Dan, accuse her. Yeah, why is he doing that?
Why would he do that?
Some people are just jealous when they see others leading a better life, and they'd like nothing better than to drag everyone down to their level. And Dan thinks he's the one helping people. He wouldn't know the first thing about making the Commonwealth a better, safer place.
Butter her up, help the Commonwealth? Oh yeah, buttering up for sure.
He should be thankful you let him in.
Instead, he stomps around interrogating people. If the compound did do something to his precious caravan, they had reasons for it. Better reasons than a man like him. You know, honey, I was just shooting off at the mouth. Just forget anything I said about that and the compound. I have to go.
Oh, really? The compound. That's an interesting thing to talk about, Covenant. It's an interesting way to talk about this place.
Get your lemonade here.
You can hack him. Menfolk, huh? It's kind of an oldie term. I wouldn't say it's too out of the ordinary, especially with the way she dresses. Problem is, India is quite the cookpot for conflict. Yeah, it's true. The area down there is always tough to try and take. We managed to do it in our last Crusader Kings run. So you can't really vassalize others easily. You also need to careful with the partition thingy. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's see if we can go and talk to someone. Oh, let's talk to the doctor. See if the doctor's free. Is the doctor in? The doctor is in.
Hey, Doc.
Hello, stranger. You got anything that ails you? I'll fix you up for a fee.
Hear anything?
Hear anything, Doc?
If you want rumors, then Penny's the girl for you.
Okay, so really nothing then.
Not right now.
Very well.
Right. She's got a Vault Tech research. Wait, she has a Vault Tech research lab coat. I don't know how suspicious that is. The milk bottles, but I'm...
again? It's the third radio this month. Ted better get on this pronto.
Okay.
Mr. Fitzgerald.
Another newcomer. Welcome.
Okay, nothing else to say. All right. Not allowed on that.
This cell means business.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, actually, it's a. Oh, it's got camera. Oh, yeah, no, this is a serious cell. Also, the only functioning cell we've seen so far. Interestingly enough, this place doesn't have a doesn't even have a bedroom. Also, there's the whole like it should have a second floor but doesn't. Alright, public terminal. What's the terminal say here? Welcome, Covenant history and safe test. Alright, welcome. From a brief rest to a long stay, we have everything you're looking for in Covenant. Located in the central Commonwealth, we have easy access to the best and safest trading routes in the area. Our guests' dormitories are spacious. Wait, so if this is the dormitories here, that means that the only place that people can sleep that actually have beds is in the locked house. Suspicious. Okay, alright. Our guest dormitories are spacious, well appointed, and our friendly Mr. Handy even offers free lemonade. For large caravans, extra sleeping bags can be provided on request. Okay, so those sleeping bags were not part of the caravan. The sleeping bag we found, that's part of the town's. Just ask Mr. Fitzgerald. We hope you enjoy your stay here as much as we enjoy having you. Covenant history. We're a young community formed by like-minded individuals dedicated to restoring a quality of life that's been gone for too many years. Our secret ingredients are a shared vision, hard work, and old-fashioned hospitality. Since the walls have come up, we've hosted more and more traders. Our store offers a wide variety of trade goods at rock-bottom prices. Okay, if you find it cheaper elsewhere, let us know and we'll beat it. Tell your friends. Safe test. We often get asked about the safe test. What is it? Why is it necessary? Our safety and your safety and ours is our #1 concern here, and the safe test is how we maintain it. The test was designed by some of the old world's greatest minds to get a detailed psychological profile of its participants. People fail the test for all sorts of reasons: antisocial tendencies, vulgarity, mental health, to name a few. Often, they'd be just fine if we let them in, but we're extra cautious to ensure that only good, quality people, like yourself, get to enjoy the comforts of Covenant. Remember, it's all for your safety. Didn't really learn too much there. I think you're the last person I can talk to.
Jacob.
I hope you're enjoying your stay.
Yeah, about you.
Tell me about yourself.
I make sure Penny, Talia, and everyone's got what they need. It's a full-time job to keep our little community afloat. But someone's got to do it, if you'll excuse me.
No excuse for
Jacob.
you. Hold on.
I hope you're enjoying your stay.
Thanks.
Thanks for the warm welcome.
And you have manners, too. That makes you doubly welcome here. Unfortunately, I got a town to run.
Okay.
I hope you're enjoying your stay.
Hold on.
Can I ask some questions?
Ask away.
Alright. Compound, synths, and caravan.
You ever hear of a compound?
Why, that sounds interesting, stranger. But I can't say I've ever heard of a compound, was it?
Interesting. That's what I thought. Huh, okay. Problem with synths. See what's going on with the synth thing?
Does Covenant have a problem with synths?
Shouldn't everyone have a problem with synths? But there's none of those things here. Rest assured.
Good to know.
Do you know anything about a missing caravan?
Is this about those Stockton people? I've told Mr. Dan many, many times. We never saw them.
Oh, there you go. There's the lie. We found it.
I have to go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
good day.
We got him. We got him. There's the lie. We know it. Now we know. All right, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
This whole place has got me on edge. I hope you found something on the caravan.
Oh, did we? Jumpy about synths compound. Any leads? Oh yeah, we found a handful of things. Oh, so personalities matter more now. Really? Okay. Okay, so they. Okay, interesting. All right, General. That definitely would make it a lot more difficult to play, depending on how your children's personalities are set. If you're trying to stay in one particular lane of style. Random noble for your culture gave you disloyal, ambitious, and callous. Guy meaning holy hell, luck. I know that's pretty bad.
I do have other things to do.
All right, we'll talk to him about leads.
Do you have any other leads?
No. If Covenant doesn't pan out, then I don't know where to start. I'll cross that road if I have to.
Alright.
Synths are a real touchy subject around here.
Now that you mention it, people are always gabbing about synths, or the Institute. But here, not one word. And hell, this whole place is a bucket full of strange.
And a compound.
I found out about a compound. The caravan survivors may be there.
Great. Now we just need to find it. If anyone would know where this compound is, it'd be Jacob. He runs this town, but he doesn't have the best memory. I saw him once reading a slip of paper while entering his password. Maybe you can find that.
We'll talk later.
Let's be able to go and use this. We can break through. We can break in. It wouldn't be too hard. We just need Kiri to move away from the door. Don't forget to sneak. That's right, because that gets Kiri to us. Good call. Good call. Good
That's some
move.
serious security. Maybe there's another way around it.
It seems to me that the throat. If you're causing trouble for him, yeah. Let's see here. Increasing starvation, revolution, qualities, commission, television, we'll go conversation. 3. All right, 3. That's a good one. All right, worshippers, no, only 1 in slot 2. Ceremonies, C in slot 1, and I in slot 3 to end. So only 2, so that is a no. Increasing, we have I in slot 3 to the end, and S in slot 4 towards the end. So that's a no. Television is SION, which is not, that's too many, that's 4. We only have 3, so that's a no. Submission is the same. It's a no. Qualities has an I on the end and nothing else in comparison, so no. Revolution has ION and nothing else in... Oh.
Nice.
There it is. Got him. All right, Fisherman Report and Personal Files. Fisherman Report draft. Okay. Mr. Huntley has abandoned 5 compound runs due to a fisherman, name unknown, who has stationed himself at the Mystic Pines Pond. I know where the Mystic Pines Pond is. Mr. Huntley reported his new favorite fishing hole is directly on top of the compound entrance. The Stockton retrieval team was almost spotted by the outsider. I recommend... Are these guys all synths? That can't be right. Personal files. Oh, here we go. We're going to start with Swanson. Concerns none. Swanson keeps to himself. He works directly for the compound in administering the test. And as such, I have no idea who he was or how to help him. He keeps himself strictly apart from the community. Whether that's his orders or temperament, who's to say? Interesting. Montgomery P. Concerns none. Note, I have no specific concerns about Dr. Montgomery. Looking at her now, she'd have no idea of what she's been through. And only niggling detail is the only niggling detail is that she keeps to herself and hasn't integrated into the community. But I suspect she resents being transferred here and would prefer to work on the core mission. But before she was here, our visitors number one complaint was a lack of medical services. So we need at least 1 doctor here. And unfortunately, for her, she's the only one qualified that has a suitable temperament. Okay. Are the Institute synth hunters? I don't know, cannibal synths? I have to figure this out now. There's clearly something wrong. We'll figure it out as we go through this, but it's all going to be inside that house that's locked. Everything we need to know is going to be in there. I can feel it. Feel it. You know what to do with what you do with the knights now? Oh, the knights, you use them to crush everything. All right. McGovern T. Concerns. Visitors comment on her nervousness and jumpiness. She's very compassionate. That could be a problem. After bringing up my concerns with Miss McGovern, Miss McGovern has recently come around. Part of our job is to act naturally, and if anything she does, anything she overdoes it. Yeah. I really hope she's truly recovering instead of putting on an act. Even if it is an act, she's utterly indispensable to our operation. Okay, Huntley. Alright, Huntley. What's going on with Huntley? Possession of contraband on 3 separate occasions. Oh, general antisocial behavior has made visitors uncomfortable. Huntley's new to Covenant, and given his past, it's understandable he's jumpy. Hopefully, over time, the community can help him feel safe. If he keeps making visitors feel nervous, though, he may need to be reassigned. But reassigned indicates that there's a larger organization here. On the bright side, his reclusiveness makes him ideal for running messages to the compound. Okay. Even when traders are in town, his absence is rarely noticed. That's pretty good. Alright, Fitzgerald P. Alright, Penny. Concerns. Mentioned the synths are undesirables. Okay, so yeah, she talks about synths as undesirables. Altercation with M. Bell. Frequent negative comments about her personal and other places, about other personnel and other places in the Commonwealth, specifically Diamond City. Oh, it's a good thing we didn't mention Diamond City then. Oh no, that would have been with the mechanic lady. Never mind. Severe reprimand for warning one trader about the Institute and their ways. Why would she be reprimanded for that? If Miss Fitzgerald was not extremely effective in her role, I'd request she'd be reassigned to the compound. But she's married to Mr. Fitzgerald, so her permanent posting here is required. Nothing to be done but frequent reinforcement of our missions and its parameters. Sometimes I feel she cares more about running her store than our goals. No concerns about the Mr. Fitzgerald. Mr. Fitzgerald treats our mission with as seriously as I do. If only he could do something about his wife.
Was the password aardvark? Such a funny word.
Where's he going? Oh, he has to go there to talk to us. He's intercepting us, so they know. He's there to intercept us.
Hey, Dan.
You find out anything about the caravan?
Maybe as far as compound, no news.
Well, what have you been up to?
Not a lot. Everyone's got their eye on me, but I'll keep trying.
Maybe I found out something.
You bargaining with me? We work as equal partners, or not at all.
More caps, impatient. It's fair, it's fine.
That's fair. They're at some compound nearby.
That's what I like to hear. We're in business. I'll meet you there and we'll rescue ourselves some caravan hands.
Alright. Done and done. Quest-wise... Find the compound. Okay. I still want to see what's inside that building.
Hey, a stranger? It's no secret you've been poking around.
I knew he was going to grab us.
Not very neighborly of you, if you ask me. I know you think you're doing the right thing. Just don't make any rash decisions you'll regret.
Rash decisions, play dumb, speak plainly, Covenant involved with Stockton. We're going to speak plainly with them.
Just come out and say what you mean.
Maybe you heard a rumor about Stockton's caravan in a certain compound? So, hypothetically, let's say there's something to that. We wouldn't do anything unless we had good reasons. The best. Tell you what, you just start this investigation, and I'll give you a gift. 100 caps.
Oh,
And
see,
then
that would have been
you'll
good
be
earlier,
welcome
but not
back
now.
here as our friend anytime.
Look for compromise, justify murder, take bribe, keep your caps. Listen, I have, what, 27,000 caps? I don't need this. Come on. We're about to start blasting? Hopefully not.
Surely there's room for compromise. I get Stockton survivors, and we stay friends. I'd have to know more, though.
You sound sincere, monsieur. But you must see our position in this.
That's a tall
Wait,
order.
what?
A deal like that, well, that's above my pay grade. Tell you what, I'll let the compound know you're coming. Then you can make your case to them. Good luck.
Oh, perfect. All right, Curie, let's get this going. She's on board. Oh, it's where that fisherman is. I know where that fisherman is. Oh, 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 okay, that was not that deep. That would have been a really bad dive. It's this fisherman right here. He's always been here. I was curious about it. When I talked with him, he wouldn't do anything.
Hey.
People are mucking around the shore at all hours, scaring my fish.
Yeah, this guy. And all this, and I still don't know what's going on here. Anyway, looks like we go in. Yep. In we go. Into the sewers. Alright.
They're hiding something. I'm sure of it.
Oh, they are for sure. Are our mentats still active? They are. Good. Let's go, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Some people up ahead. I'll follow your lead.
Alright. Knock, knock.
Just because Jake can vouch for you doesn't mean you can enter the compound. Why should I let you in?
Threaten them, negotiate, just a job? Yeah, just a job.
All I want is to find Stockton's people. This doesn't have to get messy.
I see. I'll take her to Dr. Chambers. She can decide what to do with you. Don't try anything funny. You've been warned.
You've been warned. Is he coming with us? Oh, okay. Curious about this place. So I guess this makes sense. They end up having a secret base, so if things go horribly wrong.
Blythe! Hey, Blythe!
Torture. They are sick. Just give me the signal.
Yes. What is it, Manny?
I thought you guys were done with Subject 12.
Oh, yes. The interview's over. I'm just reviewing the data on question 4. It's fascinating, really.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Certainly.
Okay. Well, let's sort that out. But yeah, so they have the, essentially like a fake society above ground, so that if things go horribly wrong, they only lose the fake society, but they can still trade. That makes sense. You should put this game on the list if you haven't. No, it's definitely not on the list so far. Compound guard.
You shouldn't be in here.
Listen, I've been given authorization, mister. I'll have you know. Oh, can I have some?
Compound.
Eat it all already.
Extend the platform. Ordin Center.
All right. Ready. Okay, so getting over here would have been kind of a nightmare if we were shooting our way through.
First outsider that's been in here.
First? I doubt that, mister. I doubt that.
Stranger.
Stranger. Hip hat.
Stranger.
Other stranger. Stranger B. Have you met Stranger A?
Stranger.
Oh my goodness, Stranger C. Hello, welcome. There's a lot of strangers around here. Hello. There she is. There she is.
So the one investigating Stockton's caravan has arrived. Do you even know that his supposed daughter is in all likelihood a synth? No matter. Let me be upfront about this. There are two ways this meeting can end. We come to an agreement, or there's violence.
No other options. Daughter's a synth. Prefer peace. Bad idea to fight me. Very true.
There are no other options?
Too much is at stake to allow you to simply leave. Let me pose a question to you. What would you do if your family was destroyed by a synth right in front of you when you were but a child? Would you roll over and accept it? Or would you do something about it?
Let me ask you a question. What if instead of synths, it was raiders? No? Come on. What happened? Make them pay? I wouldn't torture. You haven't rolled over? Yeah.
What happened to you?
In Diamond City, a lifetime
ago,
my parents and 8 others were massacred by someone. At first, we thought the maniac was human.
I know the story.
We learned of the Institute's latest creations, the synths. As long as the Institute walks invisibly amongst us, they strike without warning and control us from the shadows. I've dedicated my life to devising a test to detect these hidden synths, to root them out so they can be extinguished. Isn't that a goal worth fighting for?
Is it that bad? Unsure about the Institute against... no, we're not necessarily against synth genocide. Let the synths, it's fine. You know, as long as we save their hard drive and just boot them up in a new body, right? Institute must die. I mean, we're not really happy. We're not really happy with the Institute, to be honest. There's that. Is it that bad, or...
Who really knows what the Institute is responsible for?
And how do they manage to keep us in the dark?
Good questions.
A living synth is indistinguishable from a human by any medical test yet devised. But it turns out psychology can detect a difference. Enter the SAFE test. The test is in its infancy, but through sacrifice and perseverance, our success rate is improving.
I mean, I've got a better test for you. It's called a scale. It's called putting them on a scale. That's the easiest way to tell if they're a robot or not. The robot would most likely weigh more than the average human. And if they did weigh the same weight as the average human, put them in a cell, don't let them have water for 12 hours, and put them on the scale and see if they've lost weight. Boom. Sorted. Easy. Are synths noticeably heavier than humans, though? I feel as though they are, right? I mean, I'm sure there's like plastic and whatnot, but I imagine it'd still be heavier. That, and also if they like are moving around and you've got like a stethoscope or something on them, you should be able to hear like the motors, right? No? No? Yeah, but you weigh more than a normal person and you're human? True. Yeah. I mean, there's a range. I'm just assuming that like a synth would be like 300 pounds. Nope, same. You weigh a lot too. You're mostly human. Well, then we'll just do the weight reduction test. Humans burn through weight to stay alive, so put them in a cell, let them be in there for a day. Don't give them anything to eat. They'll be grumpy and unhappy about it, but they'll lose weight, and you'll be able to visibly see that. A synth, on the other hand, wouldn't lose weight. Sorted. If you want to come into the place, you have to hang out in the cell for a day. Done. You'd still weigh more than a normal person? Okay, wow. Well, I mean, no, you'd still weigh more than a normal person. But when you go into the cell, you would weigh, let's say, 180, 190. And then after, 24 hours of not eating, you would have lost a handful of pounds. Which would be a visible way to tell, a measurable way to tell that you've changed mass. Meanwhile, a synth wouldn't be going through that because they wouldn't be losing biomass in the same way.
And the safe test works?
Oh, yes. Autopsies confirm the test is getting more accurate.
What?
There's something in the questions which provokes a response from synth, but the exact trigger is elusive. The margin of error is admittedly high, 4 or 5 false positives per synth. But one day we
That's
hope
bad.
to get it to 1 or 2 false positives.
That's really bad. That's not even, that's human error. That's worse than guessing. 4 or 5 false positives per synth? That you're playing with a 16 to 20% success rate? That's a horrible success rate. Well, not directly do autopsies then? Yeah, like, right?
I'm ready to proceed.
Right? That's a horrible ratio. That's a ratio about as high as just doing it at random. Oh no, doing it at random is about 50%. Human intuition is about a little bit above 50%, not by much, but like barely above 50%. You'd be better off just guessing. That's ridiculous. How's it going, End Time Heresy? How are you doing today? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Skeptical could be useful. Skeptical.
It sounds like your test may not even work.
There is a correlation. We've measured it. We just need more data, more test subjects to narrow it down. Covenant is many things. A refuge for the broken people left in the wake of the Institute's rampages. A place of safety and healing. But most importantly, it is our one chance to end this age of paranoia. I will make you a deal. If you let me dispose of Stockton's synth and continue our work, I'll match whatever reward you were offered.
I've had my fill of crazy on this contract. No deal.
Fortunate for me, I wasn't talking.
You side with this nut job, and we're going to have a serious, deadly problem.
Are you threatening me, Dan? Now that is. Oh, jeez, I've got no. My mentats are off. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. You threatening me, Dan?
Are you threatening me, Dan?
I have myself a code. That's not always good on my wallet, but it helps me sleep at night. I took this contract, and I will honor it, even if I have to kill you to do it.
Oh, man, honest Dan. I like this guy.
Wait. Covenant's a refuge?
Over the years, we've recruited like-minded individuals. All of our lives shattered by the Institute. Covenant is primarily about administering and refining the safe test. But some consider the humanitarian side equally as important. If you destroy what's left here, their lives will be upended again.
Yeah, basically a cult. Yeah, no, it's just spare Amelia.
Don't kill the girl. Spare her.
Impossible. The odds are too great she's an Institute infiltrator. Even if she is an unfortunate victim in this war, sparing her can compromise everything.
I literally can't convince her out? We're rejecting the offer, clearly, but come on. Gun him down? I mean, unfortunately, lady, we do have a big iron on our hips, so, be in some trouble here.
Sorry. That's a deal I won't accept.
You have violated your most sacred oath.
Then you'll just have to kill me.
Don't do it! Bonk.
I am still intact.
You are. Well done.
I knew we were coming. Must have tripped some sort of sensor. I bet you 50 caps there's a lot more where they came from.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Don't worry. Compound key. Melon. Lab coats. I'll take a look at the coat. I don't think we have one.
Perhaps we can find some useful data here.
Yeah, I think we can, actually. Don't worry, Curie. We're on it. Oh. I'll cap mine.
Please don't hurt me.
What happened? Identify yourself. Shake it off. Soothe. Wait, okay. What happened?
What happened to you?
The men. They dragged me away, always with the needles, questions, and the pain. The stupid, stupid questions over and over. I'm Amelia Stockton. I'm not a synth.
Prove it. All right, I believe you. Prove it.
How can I be sure?
Please,
You have to believe me. I'm a human being just like you. My father, Old Man Stockton, he will reward you. Just let me out. Please.
Oh, we will. Don't worry about it. I'm on it. Wait, Curie disliked it? Wait, what did she dislike? Oh, she might have disliked me not soothing her. That would make sense. It's barely human in the first place? Alright, stored message. Alright, retrieval team, ready. Very just like that after you finished off the group. Oh, because I killed people, I guess. Which is weird. Because she liked that I tried to, I guess? It'd be weird if, like, Curie liked it if I took the deal. I don't know. Anyway. From Rosen Chambers to Manny. Until this whole Honest Dan affair is resolved, stand down. The Stockton retrieval drew too much attention. Miss Fitzgerald is furious you extracted Subject 14 so close to Covenant. They're only on like Subject 14? Come on, guys. You should be better at this by now. By Subject 5, you should be on top of it. See that it doesn't happen again. From Manny. Our team's all patched up and ready to grab some synths. Still tracking Subject Boyd. Give us the order. Roger's rant. Okay. Alright, so from Chambers. I do not need a degree in socioeconomics to realize Covenant's trade policies are unsustainable. As soon as we can't afford the subsidies, Miss Fitzgerald will increase her prices to attain self-sufficiency. That makes sense. Commercial traffic will slow, but more than traders will visit Covenant now. That makes sense. They wouldn't got the word out there. That works, yeah. One of Dr. Rogers' points concerns me. Covenant has had a net operating loss since its inception. Its expenses are staggering. The fusion batteries alone are a pricey sum. The assets seized from the captured subjects in no way makes up the massive deficit. Oh my goodness, wow, okay, even so. If we were a business, I'd say we were a couple months from bankruptcy. Holy, okay. Grave concerns. Alright. Grave concerns, here we go. From good old Chambers. Do you think these objections have not been raised before? But by all means, promise a viable alternative. But bear this in mind. Fact. We need a large data sample, the larger the better. Fact, the initial test is most effective if the subjects are close to their psychological baseline. Fact, if the Institute gets a single hint of our existence, our mission will end before it has truly begun. Covenant was designed from the ground up to attract visitors, and it is working. Our data pool is increasing and the experimental rate, an exponential rate, and the subjects take the test voluntarily and unaware. Effectively, the test is hiding in plain sight. Okay, in response, Covenant is a mistake. I cannot dispute Mr. Ryan's case for the therapeutic value of the community, but our mission must come first. The wide variety of risk we expose ourselves to is outright foolish. My concerns should not have been summarily dismissed. There must be another, saner way. Woohoo. Alright, so what is this? The like-dislike, you think choice was chosen? Okay. Either should be 2 or 3 good or bad in there. Oh, okay, so she liked one of them but disliked the other. I got it. Maybe because it was a scientist and she had, oh yeah, and killed a scientist, maybe. Even if so, she liked 1 or 2. Last would be combat. Okay. Carrie disliked killing Chambers, yeah. Alright. That makes sense. Okay. Door unlocked. Door unlocked. Door unlocked.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm free. I'm never ever coming back here.
Can you wait and not just run off on your own? Just need to get yourself killed.
Hey, Dan.
So Stockton gets his daughter and we get paid. Not a bad day.
What if she's a synth?
What if she's a synth?
If even after all they've done to her, they don't know if she's a synth or not, I figure she's human enough.
Wow,
Here's your cut of the reward.
That's a good point.
I'll get my half from Stockton. Been a pleasure.
Bigger share? Nah, I don't need a bigger share. Missing any reward?
You holding out on me?
They call me Honest Dan for a reason. That's exactly half of what Stockton agreed to pay me. Not one cap more, not one cap less.
Alright. We're good. Take care.
Be safe, Dan.
Same to you.
I like Dan. I like Dan. You won me over. That honesty. Alright, I'll take that. Nothing in the bucket. Roach meat. Alright. Rat meat. Some more rat meat. Dan is a real G. He's a good guy, man. Dan is wise. He is. Oh, jeez, that was my face, mister. Ow. It's okay. We can one-shot these guys. They're pretty low level. Crotch shot.
Oh, there you are. Well, monsieur.
Right? Ooh, some good stuff on him. Okay. Oh, noodles.
The workers are striking.
Nice. Cooking oil. Alright, mister. I've got a compound key. You want to talk to me?
The missions must be free.
Why not a civilized discussion instead?
Well, yep, that was unfortunate for him. You want to talk? What the? Okay, we're gonna have to read that in a second. Lab coat. Ooh, subject 12 baseline. All right. Read that. They shot first. They shot first. Wasn't me. I just opened the door. All right. I had a key and they attacked me for no good reason. I had the key. It's not like I was lockpicking it right in front of them. What do we got?
Where am I?
No. How are the subject's vitals?
It's a little unsteady, but within.
Who are you? What's... Ah! Son of a bitch! Do that... Ah!
I will only say this once. Speak only when spoken to.
Jeez.
Please continue.
The subject is ready for baseline testing.
Subject, answer the questions quickly and with what first comes to mind. You're approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
Is that safe test? Ah!
Answer the question.
I don't know. I don't know science stuff. Ignore him.
Ignore him, you say. Fascinating.
Okay. Jeez. We're gonna get a baseline after he's pumped full of adrenaline from freaking out and being electrically shocked. That's gonna go over well. Congratulations. You made it to one of Vault 101's baseball teams. What position do you prefer? Wait. Are these guys descendants from a vault? From Vault 101? Yeah, great baseline, right? How's it going, Solaire? How are you doing today? Wait, so... these guys must be descendants from Vault 101, and it must have been like a psychiatric or a psychological or something kind of place. No, they just reused the poster? Oh, that's disappointing. I got really excited. Got excited. How's it going, stupid place? How are you doing today? How have you been? How's Fall? Fall's going out well so far. Going well. Vault 101 is the starting vault in Fallout 3. Really? Okay. What else we got? While working at an intern as an intern in a clinic, a patient with a strange infection. Oh, look at the strange infection on his foot. The infection is spreading at alarming rates, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. I mean, I still think my response to just shoot the dang thing off is the right call. I mean, granted, you probably should cut it off. Cleaner cut, better, but still. Oh, here's the scientist. You're approached by a frenzied vault scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonance chamber." Don't put that in my eyes. Thank you. What's your response? Don't stab me with that in my eyes. I use my eyes. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill another vault resident. What do you do? We scold mother, grandmother. You told us it's tea. How dare you? The sanctity of tea has been compromised. I'm assuming this is an evil turret. Right? Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Must be protected.
Don't do it.
Engaging evasive maneuvers.
Don't. Okay, your buddy shot first, and I was aiming on you. I'm sorry, alright? The guy I shot didn't shoot first, but the guy behind him did. You sealed a fate for his friend. Are you bad? No? Cool.
Shouldn't the coroner be doing that instead?
The coroner's not coming in for a while, so I just thought I'd go take care of this for him, you know? Good busy load. A lot of work. Alright, out we go. Cool, we didn't have to kill everyone, we only had to kill some. That's good. Makes me feel better. Your answer to all these questions is only one. What the? What? What? What are you talking about? Yeah, we got Kiri with us right now. Oh, geez. Bit of a storm going on right now. Oh, we still get hit with the random rads even underwater. Bummer. I don't know if anyone said it, but all those questions are from the GOAT test that's used to determine your character's skills to begin Fallout 3. Yeah, I think someone said that earlier. Yeah, Dalka said that. Yeah, Dalka said that. It's very interesting. Wait. There's no need for hostilities, mister. Oh, I love that he just ran in there and poked his head around the corner. Can I be friends with these guys, or are we just hostile forever now? Can we make them friendly, or do I just have to cull them? And see what's inside that building they didn't want us to see. Is there any chance we can be friendly? Is there any, like, I'll just run away if that's the case. Hostile until you clear, and then it's yours. Take their settlement, make it yours. Ah, okay. Yep, sorry, Swanson. I liked you. I thought you were cool. Thought you were cool, Swanson. Legendary slow time. Quick reload. Oh, hello. Ah, we got the house key now. Are you good? Kiri, please. Kiri keeps getting, it's like strafing in front. It's fine, I'll let her go take care of it. Beans. Oh, that explains it, because we have the workshop here. Sorry, Doc. Didn't want to take you out, but you gave me no choice. But there's nothing here. Kato. Knock, knock. Hi, kitty. Alright. Kira, did you find that guy? He's around the corner. I can't get out. Oh! Sorted. think that's everyone. Never trust a cat? Nah. I think the cat's fine. I think the cat's fine. The cat was the mastermind behind this whole thing the entire time. I think that's everyone. You can now use the workshop of Covenant. There we go. Alright, what were they hiding? A bed. That's currently owned. So they all slept in here. Wow, there's... Who built this house? Why are there 3 doors? Who built this? I was honestly expecting to open this up and see, like, bodies hanging. And them, like, eating from them. Alright. Oh, I'm so sad about having to murder all these people. Not my intention. What you gonna do? But also, Covenant's actually a really good location. It's not quite as spacious as Starlight, but it is closer to center of map. It's a pretty good location. It's all walled up too, and has all these turrets here already. Pretty nice. Oh, shush you. We don't need extremely exciting, happy music after this massacre that just occurred. Oh, ledger. Stims, Rad-X, and some 9mm? There isn't even 9mm in this game. 13 days until empty. Ask C about changing price. Burn rate is over 500 caps a week. Unsustainable. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Ones, I'll be more positive. You don't have to kill them all. You get to kill them all. Oh, I see. I see. I was missing the proper frame.
That's it.
Gary, please. Gary, please. Please, Gary. Gary! Thank you. Alright, cool. So this is our place now. Transfer air chunk. Yes, there's a whole bunch of turrets and whatnot stuff here already. We can just get some crafting stations here if we need. 9 beds in here already. Nice. Conquest, yes. Conquest, indeed. Rome is also pre-fortified. I know, right? It's actually quite nice. What's that noise? Did you spring a leak? And we also get a resident cat. Nice. Can I build out here too? I can. Almost. Almost all of it. Almost. Can I build all the way around just a little bit? Yeah, it's a little bit all the way around. Okay. Not by much, but a little. I see, I see. Just, chuck all this stuff away. Hold on to that. Cinder blocks give us concrete, and we can always use more concrete. Although 2 per is not that great. Alright, you need to sleep because you have work in the morning? Alright. Have a fun time slaughtering the collateral damage that gets in your way of domination. And remember, the lemonade is definitely real lemonade. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely real lemonade for sure. 100%. Alright, take care. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time, Monarch. We can't get all the way around because we're going to hit the other side of this building. Oh no! Workshop auto exit canceled. Or alright, so I think that's that. Gonna shut the door and do a good old nap and see if that resets this place. Oh, wrong place. There's 7 hours of good old sleep in here. See if that resets it. Now, the bodies are still here. Is there any way to deal with the bodies, or are the bodies just here forever? Is there any way that these bodies disappear? Or do they just stay here forever now? Should I have lured them all outside so that they would at least be all dead out in the road? Good old Swanson. Let's go back and drop stuff off. This could still become the cannibal settlement. I mean, it could. I don't know if I want to, but I mean, we have the ability to. If we have the items needed. Jeez. I tried to pick them all up. Get them. These things are a nightmare to hit. Oh, why are the hatchlings so hard to hit? Bonk. Even Kiri can't hit him. Oh, those things are terrifying. You just can't hit him. I did shoot one though, right? Yeah. Those eggs. Alright. Perfect. Put away. Keep the bodies, show them off as trophies. If they don't reset the location at, oh, is there something on this vertebrate? If they don't reset locations, like if you dragged them somewhere and dropped them. What? What? Wait. Yeah, hello? Alright then. Well. Alright. Why is there an empty power suit of armor underwater? I have zero ideas. I mean, there's the vertebrate there, so I was like, maybe there's loot. I was expecting like a crate with maybe some water in it, or maybe some bullets. We've got no fusion core, unfortunately. Or the fusion core that's in here. Oh, you know what? I bet the story is like, it crashed, but the fusion core was out, so it couldn't do anything. Oh, or is it because I'm over encumbered? Oh, it's because I'm over encumbered. I thought it was because the fusion core was out. The fusion core is fully powered. Never mind. We just need a smidgen of good old buff out. So now I can move at normal speeds. Alright, now we're talking. How's it going, Nick Mart? How are you doing today? You always driving to the nearby river. I mean, that'd be the way to go, right? Clear them out. Just kind of chuck them in there. That'd be a way to go. Osgood, are you still hanging out in chat? Osgood, are you still chilling out in chat? Because if so, let me show you what we've been building. Let me show you what we've been building. Just gotta get to the other side of this little railroad track here. It's overpass. Let's see. We haven't really looked at it from this angle. It's gonna look pretty cool. Although we did fully wall it off at this point. At least on this side. It really needs a second floor to look better. Here we are. Home sweet home. With turrets galore. Don't even try and raid this place. Although I don't have really many turrets on the other sides. They're all kind of designed to just defend that one side. But here's the big thing. We've got, we have a few power armors standing around. We're really gonna need a new place to stick this stuff. We gotta finish building this place. Ah, don't worry, it's fine. I'm dumping it all in here. There's that hat. Okay, let's go take a look at this hat and make a decision. Glad I bought it before she died. Glad I bought the legendary stuff before we had to take care of her. Let's take a look at this hat. Apparel. Destroyer's hat. It gives us intelligence, it gives us charisma, and it gives us defense. It's across the board really good. I don't know if I can get behind this hat. You know? Regular turrets, no heavy turrets, or rocket turrets. Oh, that's because we were just looking at the light defense. Heavy defense is over here. Heavy turret, rocket turret. Heavy turret. Nope, come on. Up here. Rocket turret. So it's rocket, 2 heavies, rocket, 2 heavies. This one wasn't a rocket because this billboard's constantly in the way. Yeah. Nate looks like the Tron guy. Yeah. You teasing me with the light defenses? Oh, yeah. Well, these are all heavy turrets here. Those are all heavy turrets. But the light turrets are all on the other sides because there just isn't enough, like, stuff going on. What the? Why are you up there? Okay. But we've got like a couple light turrets sitting over there, and that one heavy turret kind of defending that zone. But really, we don't really defend anything from over there, even though we did have a Deathclaw come down once. Mostly, they all come through here. So all of our defenses are just set on that side. The helmet fits the armor, but it's so basic. Yeah. Let's go do some conversations with some of the vendors here and see how we feel. Sell some stuff and see how we feel.
Hi.
I'm sure I've got something you need.
Let's see what you have.
Great.
I just really don't like its look. I really don't like the look. A lieutenant's hat literally only gives us 1 charisma. Ugh, brutal. Sell that off. Done. Yeah, 27,000 caps. Like, we don't care about cap costs. It's like, if you side with us, we'll give you money. And I'm like, sure. Money's gonna convince me to do what you want. Right. I have any idea who you're talking to. Fashion over function. I think that's what it's gonna end up being, for sure. How's it going, Trizak? How you doing? If only we could upgrade the... Because we can upgrade this too, I see. Oh my goodness. Predator Steel adds radiation resistance. Standard. Cruise imagery resistance. So you can just get radiation resistance with that. But yeah, we can get the polymer upgrade on this thing. Star's helm's just so good. I mean, really the main thing is we just need to find another legendary helm. Just a legendary lieutenant's helm. That's all. Sure, Zach. It's a good dramatic reading. It's called fashion, sweetie. Look it up. High fashion, indeed. So yeah, we can get this shotgun up and online. Especially because we can go with the quick eject mag. Drum mag. Chance of stagger is pretty good. But honestly, the better one, I think we had a... shotgun. Defiant shotgun. Final shot in the magazine's twice the normal damage. This thing's crazy good. Oh, no, this is not a shotgun, it's a rifle. Combat shotgun was freezing that we had. We had another one in here too, though. It was pretty good. Does double damage to the targets at full health. So that's just our first shot. This one, the Mighty Automatic Combat Shotgun, that one. 25% more base damage. It's really good. It's really good. Overseas Guardian was a good one. Oh, we got a quick draw Western Revolver. I see. So we had picked up a Western Revolver before. But now we have the was called prior to us just calling it the Western Revolver. But ours is the one that makes it give slow motion on the final shot. The quick draw one doesn't give us anything since we don't use VATS in this run. No VATS run. This one I want to play with though. So Resolute. So I want to play with the Resolute lever action rifle. I really want to play with this. Which I think people said the 4570 is from Far Harbor. Is that right? Because if so, maybe we should do that next. We should look at doing that next. Get the 4570. Yeah, because it's a VATS one. I don't really care about that. Yes, it's from Far Harbor. Okay. So it might be worth us looking at doing Far Harbor next then. One thing we still can do though, let's drink up. One thing we still can do is go and do the railroad stuff that people were saying, so that we can upgrade our armor more with the ballistic stuff. So we can do Road to Freedom or Far From Home? No. What's Far Harbor? Which one's the Far Harbor quest? I don't even remember. I don't know which one's the Far Harbor quest. Ballistic Weave? Yeah, I'm thinking we should probably go get Ballistic Weave, really. I believe it's Far Harbor. The Far From Home? This one? I mean, that would make sense. It has far in the name, right? They usually do that with DLCs. All Aboard doesn't, so I'd instantly take that back. But I think we go do stuff with the railroad. We get that done.
Looking to buy?
Yes.
Let's see what you got.
Great.
That hat's just so much better. I just don't know what to say. It's just we're distinct, you know? But I'd really like to get a legendary one. But I don't think there is. It's just a unique hat. We picked up what? Perception bonus? Let's just go ahead and let's pick up our strength bonus again. Strength bonus. There we go. Vault 88 is under attack. Like, immediately. See, let's go to Vault 88. I knew Vault 88 was going to come under attack. That's why I was putting those turrets down. I knew it was going to be a thing. Vault 88 is, like, not nearby. I'll defend Vault 88. See ruins. I have to do those at some point. Alright, let's go. We'll put more defenses down when we get there. It's the amount of water that we're producing is probably causing it to be a big target. Because we're producing like 100 water out of there, which is going to be fueling the settlement economy. Just go ahead and go for a ride. Bring our friend with us. Actually, before we go, we need to upgrade Curie, don't we? Doesn't do anything. Okay. But we should upgrade her, yeah? What's your handy eye? Primal, Rim, Wicked Spikes. Oh my goodness. Merciless. Warmonger, Serrated Plates. Increases carrying capacity. How's that increase carrying capacity? Okay. Damage resistances and the like. Or no eyes. She can be eyeless. Oh my goodness. You can actually take out her eyes? Oh. We want to stick with her being... Like, we can completely change her model, can't we? Oh my goodness, we can. Factory armor. Or does she just not get ahead if we change her torso? Miscellaneous mod. I kind of want to keep her as a Mr. Handy. Alright, Mr. Handy torso. I believe it's Mr. Handy torso. Top torso. Factory, Savage, Primal, Food. Could be the Assaultron. I mean, we could have her be the Assaultron. But I'd like her hands to be like malleable hands. So we'd have to give, if we went the Assaultron route, we'd have to give her the, if we went with her, what, like arm? Wait a second, 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 wait a second. Hold on. We can give her arms as... What? That's crazy. Assaultron left armor. Energy damage in melee. Increased energy damage, so we care about. Left hand. What am I missing for these? Oh, I'm missing blacksmith. I need blacksmith. Look at all the options. Look at all the Oh my goodness, there's a drill? A hand drill. Super cool. What's on the claw? I want a claw on there. Nail gun. Sniper laser. Left claw increases melee damage. Left hand laser. Left hand laser. Yeah. We might probably go with the left hand laser. Vice grip, baton. It's just literally a stick. Left hand claw. No hand. Yeah, so give her the Protectron. Left hand automatic laser. Left hand armor. There's armor for that. We need more ceramics. But we can give her arms. This is crazy. We can literally give her arms. Hands. And hand armor. What did I go with? Oh, this one.
If I ever need repairs, you seem more than capable with your tinkering.
Oh, it's because we removed her eyes for hands. Yeah, she only needs one eye. Oh, this is perfect. Did we miss our ride? I imagine we missed our ride. I imagine we missed our ride. But it's just one of those things, it's like the eye stalks don't do anything, right? Save here real quick. Vault 88.
Monsieur, may I borrow you for a moment?
Yeah, everything okay?
Is everything alright?
On the whole, no. It is not.
No?
I have spent much effort gathering information in our travels so far, and my self-diagnostics have come to a green conclusion. It is not lack of data or lack of collaboration which stifles my scientific progress. The inescapable truth is there has never been a great robot scientist.
A robot scientist? You need time? Park her up? Yeah.
I'm sure your research isn't that bad.
You are polite to say this, but if something does not change, my efforts will be mere stagnation. The greatest scientific minds of history, the Einsteins and the Curies, my namesake, have had something beyond raw data analysis capabilities. They have had a spark. This elusive inspiration is something I must possess.
Okay, what's your plan? You're worrying me. Good idea. Yeah, what's your plan?
So, how are you gonna do that?
If I am to advance my understanding of medicine in this strange world, I must embark on a great adventure. I must become human, or as close as I can. I must find a way to download all that I am into a human brain.
I mean, I can do that. We just gave you arms, so you don't just use feet to do things. But now she now has 5 manipulatable appendages, right?
Is that even possible?
Who is to say? There were great advances made before the war in cognition and memories. Surely there is someone who can help, or at least point us in the right direction.
Oh yeah, Dr. Romani.
If you find someone, a brain surgeon, an artificial intelligence programmer, or someone who is an expert in matters of the head, please bring me to them.
Yeah, Dr. Amari. Yes, there, look, she's got hands. We've improved on the original design. It literally only needs 1 eye. There's no need for 3 eyes. She's able to zoom in and out, so she should be able to figure out depth perception, right? And now she can shoot all sorts of lasers. Alright. Actually, let's go ahead and let's get a torso mod on you. Let's get the AoE lightning damage torso mod. Here, get back in here. Paint? Nah, we'll leave her on the white paint. That's fine. Rest her arms. Look what you did. You gave her arms, and now she wants to become human. Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about it. Nick Smart, I think I made a great error. She's like, arms? Arms? These are great! Make me human. Like, no. It's too far. Have you played the Grognak Pip-Boy game in the Doctor's Lab? It's pretty cool. No, I haven't. I've not. I don't think I have played the Grognak Pip-Boy game. I don't think I've done that. Misc torso mods. Alright, so perception, tracking targets, deals radiation damage to nearby enemies, increases stealth, deals energy damage to nearby enemies, increases damage resistance of allies, and heals nearby humans outside of combat. Don't care about outside of combat. With the Tesla quota. The fact that it requires science indicates that it does more damage. Or it's arguably better. They're all coiled up. There's a handy eye stock. We can go ahead and... I need more ceramics. I really don't want to change... Actually, the Merciless Plate, it doesn't look too bad on her. I think it's either the standard eye... Oh, eyes. Either the standard eye, long distance engagement, improved accuracy. Reduces carrying capacity, improved damage reduction, or resistance rather. Energy resistance, damage resistance, and carrying capacity. So it's just strictly better, even though it looks worse. This doesn't quite increase it as much. Carrying capacity. I just don't like it. It doesn't look as good. Man, I really don't want to change this. She looks as good as she does already. I don't want to put these platings on. Factory storage. Get the storage mod on there. Make her an infiltration unit, just like Edie. Oh my goodness, we could. We could make her a full Assaultron, because right now she's only got parts of an Assaultron on her. We can make her a full Assaultron and give her the stealth bonus thing. Yeah, it's true. We could. I think each eye give accuracy, so you actually get lower with only one, but you can't remember. Oh, it's fine. She's got extra arms to shoot, so she can shoot twice as often and have like a third the accuracy. It should work out, right? Maybe. There's a magazine in her lab. If you didn't pick it up, oh, okay. I probably picked it up. I probably didn't pick it up. I usually do pick this stuff, that stuff up, but I don't always play with it at the time. Okay, we can change our thruster, though. The primal plate is literally just worse. Reduce carrying capacity, increase damage. I guess damage resistance. I don't know. Damage resistance as well. Voltaic one increases energy damage output. Yeah, we want that for sure. By 20. Holy moly. Alright, we're gonna go swap out that real quick before we go. It's remarkable what you can do with only 2 hands. I know. Welcome to the club. You now have technically, well, 4 actually. I don't know. Is that a blade, or I think she's missing her blade or something. She has 3 grabbing appendages now. Pretty cool. Let's go and see if we can get some ceramics.
Excuse me.
I'm sure I have something you need.
I hope so.
I'll take a look, sure.
Let me know what you'd like.
I badly need some ceramics. We've gone through like all of our ceramics. We used to have some ceramics. I kept picking up teapots and the like. Do you sell bulk ceramic? You do. Good. Like that. Do we need anything else while we're at it? Not really right now. Bulk ceramic's fine. 50 units of ceramic. That's all I wanted. I didn't want to work on it. I wanted to dump stuff in it. Transfer. Go. Now we've got plenty of ceramics. Go over here, Kiri. We're working on torso. Not torso. Thruster arm. Left hand has no hand on it right now. Ah, perfect. Let's go ahead and give her a pincer. Hand pincer. This bleed damage increases damage. I don't have blacksmith one, so I can't do it. We can at least give her hand pincer back. So now she's got 4 grasping claws. That's good. Oh, interesting. This one's lowercase. Middle is lowercase. Interesting. Why would you do no arm? Reduces carrying. It just reduces everything. Okay. Legs. Thruster, facility thruster. Thruster. We can give her legs. My goodness, she looks terrifying when she's got the robo brain treads. Because it sizes up the torso. It's this huge ball of doom. Crazy. We're definitely keeping the thruster, though. But we want the voltaic one. Wait, this also increases damage? Weird. I'm looking at the damage value on here. It doesn't say that it increases energy damage. It says increase in energy damage and carrying capacity, but this... Oh no, it doesn't increase damage. I was looking at resistance. Okay. Thruster online. Oh great, Kiri's a killer tank now. I know, right? She's looking good. It's looking really good. Nice. Alright. And our objective is... Oh yeah, save Vault 88. That's fine. We can save a hot second here. I want to make sure we still have... Alright, we do have that one marked as well. Good. So where is it then? All these down here. Where's the other quest? What? Show summary. Along the Freedom Trail, there are markers with numbers and letters. If I follow the trail and solve the cipher, maybe I can find the railroad. That was down in downtown, right? We had to go back to downtown to go find this? I think we had to go back down to downtown to find that. Okay. We can do that. Save our progress. Curie is looking great, though. She's looking prepped and ready. I actually really like that she no longer has those 2 extra eyes. She looks really good like this. The arms. Although I'm feeling like we should move that, if we could. We can't. I don't actually have the ability because I don't have blacksmith. Move the blade from left to center. That'll look cooler. Doesn't need graspers in the front because now she's got these 2 bad boys. It's next to the vault. You saved Nick. Ah, okay. I gotcha. Save up. We'll be ready for an adventure. There's water. Actually, do we have enough water on hand? I've been chugging through water. Aid. Purify. 5. Nope, not enough. We can go grab another 10 or so. We should have ridiculous quantities in here. Yeah, see, we still have 6 signal grenades. We got plenty. Water, purified water, 16. I'll take all of this. And I bet there's still a bunch in here. Which I probably should move out at some point. I'll take all that. It'll be heavy. Is that 44? 44 is fine. It's 22 weight. We'll drink through it. But we should really get that Vault-Tec controller thing over here so we can see how many people are unemployed. Good. You can make some cup noodles. Gives hunger and thirst. Yeah, it's true. That is good. That's good. I think we'll stick with just slowly getting through the purified water that we have right now, though. I think that'd be the way to go. But, unfortunately, we're going to have to go ahead and end the stream here today. We're going to have to go ahead and end it here today. But yes, noodle cups and vegetable soup are really good because they do, you're right, they give hunger and thirst. They're really good ones to have. And they weigh the same amount as the water, as purified water. They weigh 1/2, so they're really good. When the vault sink, you can build gives purified water. Oh, that's right, it does. That's right, it does. It does. But we need to pick up dirty water to be able to make the soups. But luckily, we've got a little pond for us to get that bad boy done. You can just drink from it. True, you can just drink from it, just like from a pump. So we can also get it from the pump as well. But yeah, so we were done for today. Let's see if we can find someone to go ahead and raid. We will be back again tomorrow for Elden Ring. We're done with our Fallout 4s for the week, yesterday and today. Tomorrow and the next day will be Elden Ring. Let's see if we can find someone to go ahead and raid. Who can we go ahead and raid? This guy says episode 3. Perfect. Probably means that Moss here is not further along in the game than we are. That's what I'm aiming for. Still using a 10mm pistol and is walking around with dog meat. Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and give Moss a raid. Give him some support. Bam. There we go. Perfect. Thanks again for stopping by and saying hi, everyone. Really appreciate you being here with me while I'm bumbling through this game. I'm having a lot of fun. I will see you all next time. So have a good morning, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. Take care. Bye-bye.